we're live. Welcome back, everyone. This is Sam and Max Season 3, The Devil's Playhouse for the PC. Today we're starting Episode 3. They stole Max's brain. And ideally, I would like to get started on Episode 4 as well, because tomorrow night I may have to end the stream early. And as a result, I'd like to finish tomorrow's stream just at the end of Episode 4 if I can. And what it would be best, I suppose, if I can finish the stream tomorrow and be done with that episode, having a clean cut and being able to finish the game on Saturday. Oh, straight into the opening credits. Summon Max! There's probably gonna be a remake of this Season 3 at some point. I think they're working on the remake or a remake of Season 2 right now. So I guess they'll get to this one eventually.
Thanks to our magnificent brains, most of us live out our lives under the delusion that we are in control. But are our brains truly in control? Makes you think, doesn't it? Engrossed in the thrilling cinematic exploits of their ancestors, the freelance police have had no time to ponder these eternally vexing questions. But in mere moments, they and you will be plunged headfirst into these murky philosophical depths when Sam returns from his ill-timed bathroom break to discover they stole Max's brain.
Based on the similarly titled novel by Jane Austen.
Little buddy?
Hello, Summerfish. How's it going?
No.
What happened?
No, they made Sam angry. First emoji is a mistake.
Hey!
No problem.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know! 1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box, then BAM! Out went the lights!
Through a fog of rage, darkness, and raisinets, I tried to remember what Flint Paper told me about interrogating suspects.
Rule number 1, don't let the suspect control the conversation. Get him talking, then surprise him. Interrupt him with a question, or call him a liar, freak him out. And if all else fails, bring little Miss Persuasion out for a stroll.
Try interrupting the suspect's story with a question or a threat. Stolen from the desk of Flint Paper. Investigation pummeling.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really. Really? Because I distinctly...
Hurry it up!
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us. Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Rule number 2, timing is everything. When you hear the suspect lying, that's when you jump in and accuse him.
When you interrupt different parts of a suspect's story, you get different responses. The right interruption at the right time can break the suspect. Because you have to time it right as well.
Yep, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting. No siree, Bob. Can we go now? The apocalypse is at hand, and we've got plans to make. Go ahead. Put us out of our misery. Since we've lost the devil's toy box, we might as well be dead anyway.
Too easy. Keep talking.
Well, that's about it. Can we go now?
The apocalypse is at hand, and we've got plans to make.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know!
1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box.
Then bam! Out went the lights!
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us
I
up
don't know
and
what to
started
do.
snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember. Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time. I certainly didn't see anything interesting, no siree, Bob.
Now all I can see is his blank, brainless body staring at me, asking me, why?
Okay, you've obviously got some issues to sort out, and we've got an apocalypse to prepare for, so can we go now?
What happened to Max?
Thank you for the 14-month subscription, Monica.
1 second we were guarding
And
the
hello
devil's
there.
toy
Good
box.
evening.
Then bam! Out went the lights!
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
Really? Because I distinctly...
You lie! Why are you lying?
We're not lying! Someone snuck up on us
Hello
and
again.
knocked us out!
How do you think we wound up on the floor like that?
What's new in the Kingdom of Denmark?
What else can you tell me?
Well, that's the last thing we remember until you woke us up and started snarling at us.
Yeah, that's the last thing we remember.
Feeling
Yup,
hot
I was
today.
Totally unconscious the whole time.
A little.
I certainly didn't see anything interesting, no siree, Bob.
What are you talking about?
Well, you see, when the brain loses consciousness, it loses the ability to process and retain memories. So
I
then,
already know that. Go on.
Well, that's about it.
can we go now? The apocalypse is
I don't know
at
what to
hand,
do.
and we've got plans to make.
What happened to Max? Talk!
We don't know.
1 second we were guarding the devil's toy box.
Rain,
Bam!
rain, and more
Out went
rain.
the lights.
Actually, I think it was more of a boom, really.
It's been a pretty
Really?
dry
'Cause I
day here today.
distinctly heard it more like a bam.
Anyway, someone knocked us out with a booming and or bamming sound, and
Well, that's the last.
I
thing
don't know
we
when to
remember
interrupt
until
them.
You woke us up and started snarling at us.
yeah, that's the last thing we remember. Yup, I was totally unconscious the whole time.
Liar!
All right. I came to before Jebediah, just in time to hear the telltale sounds of a brain being removed from a bunny.
Obadiah, why didn't you do anything?
I was afraid that he'd remove my brain too.
Who? Who took Max's brain?
It was the space gorilla.
Skunk ape.
Space
Of
Gorilla?
course. He must have been released from the penal zone when the toy box was stolen.
I'm so sorry.
Not half as sorry.
We had
as
that 2
brain
weeks ago. We
stealing
had lots of
space ape's gonna be
thunderstorms
when
as
I
well,
catch up
Monica.
with him.
Rule number 3. Mole men are easy. To crack the tough nuts, you'll need information to prove your case. Sometimes you gotta ask around to get the dirt on the doers. Now, go get 'em.
Stolen from the desk of Flint paper. What kind of weather though? Cool, nice rain. I like it not too cool, but not too hot either. I get cold easily, but too hot easily as well. I don't mind the rain though. Like I was saying just yesterday, it helps me sleep. Sometimes info from one suspect will help you break another. Remember to interrupt at the right time to get the info you need. Good luck.
I wrote a mental note to thank Flint at Max's funeral and got ready to squeeze some punks. General Skunk Ape. I should have known. That space ape had wanted Max's brain ever since he found out it was special. Now that special brain was gone, and I was cut loose, drifting in the neon current, hoping for a lucky break.
All Night Dog's Pet Pavilion. I like it cold, freezing even. I can bundle up with a blanket and tea.
Oh, lovely. You're
Sounds
one of
nice.
Skunk Ape's goons.
Real cozy.
Where's your boss? What did he do to my little buddy?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunk Copy since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries.
You're lying!
No, I'm not. I haven't seen the General, and I defy anyone to say otherwise.
Go on.
As I was saying, since Skunk Copy's imprisonment, I've been reevaluating my life choices. I've abandoned violence for a career as a sign spinner.
Hurry it up.
Enough about me. You should talk to the rat. Yes, the rat. He certainly seems plugged into the
Rat? What rat?
Frankie the rat. He traffics in stolen merchandise and toys.
Big sweaters that you can almost live in are also nice.
Can I find him?
He hangs out on the corner of Vinny and Vidi in the last
Baggy clothes for comfort, yeah. I can understand the appeal. Of not feeling constricted by your clothes.
Frankie the rat. The name left a bad taste on my tongue and an itchy sensation in my boxers. Still, there wasn't a rodent more plugged into the bad wiring in the city.
Couples only hotel. Angry Sam is quite funny. Hey, they took his pal's brain. Frankie the rat.
Hey, rat.
Sam, buddy, how's it hanging?
My partner's got a bad case of a missing brain, and someone thinks you might know something about it.
Brain, huh? Well, I did see something unusual and brain-related a little while back.
Spill!
I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnacks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see?
Ah, crap,
when
I did.
bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other mook. A space ape carrying a brain!
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jellyfish on the water skis.
A brain? Was it Max's?
How should I know? All I know, it was a brain in a jar, and that crazy space gorilla was holding on to it like it was his best friend in the wild. So anyways, I grabbed the tourist, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape with
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
So now what?
I may not have
One more
gotten
time.
all the
What
options.
do you know about my partner's brain?
It's like I was telling you. I was given directions to a confused tourist. Poor fellow was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his
Where?
But yeah, if he was giving directions, that'll tell me where they wanted to go.
That away, about 2 miles.
Frankie the rat helping a tourist? It was absurd. Absurd like Max was, back when he had a brain. So imagine my surprise when I found Frankie's
Burnout
tourist
Grill.
wandering around the bad side of town.
Oh! Ah!
You, foreign guy, what's your story?
Ooh, an American police shakedown! How thrilling!
Yeah, it's a real honor. Now, what do you know?
Well, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats.
And Frankie sent you here?
Yeah,
That dirty lion rat.
you know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's rats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful.
Another lost soul on the highway of life, forced to get directions from the rats at their feet.
Excuse me? I'm afraid I don't understand your gritty American metaphors and allusions. Ausgewählt? I was about to give him a tip for the help, when all of a sudden a very
Hold on a moment. I don't have subtitles, by the way.
Weltraumlebewacht Zauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumlebewacht Zauber.
Hold on a minute. Ah, yeah, they were not turned on. Yeah, okay. Because sometimes with his accent, I have a bit of a hard time understanding what he's saying.
Might have been more of an ödeler Spokenfreundl affair. But I digress. After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Is that one of your famous American handguns? Fascinating. We don't have any of these in Europe, you know. Shall I continue?
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Very well. You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of the asphalt fjords. At least I think
Asphalt
it was
fjords?
Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spokenfreundl affair. But
Liar!
Nein, it really was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg.
What?
Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. But anyway, after the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else?
Liar!
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
European
Now,
consulate?
where was I?
If it wasn't black
yes.
and white, it would have been a perfect noir crime scene.
Let's hear your sad little story again, from the top.
Come on.
You know, back in Europe, I had so many warnings about your country's threats, but this Frankie was so gracious and helpful. Anyhow, I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of the asphalt fjords. At least I think it was a Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of a...
Hurry it up.
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed and ipple-skippled in a strange land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. And you know what else?
Liar!
Moi? Lie? How dare you make such an accusation without a shred of proof? When I get back to the hotel, I will report you to the European consulate at once.
Fine.
Fine. Now, where was I? Oh, yes. People in this country are so intense.
What, I can just leave?
The tourists seemed like just another victim circle in the drain, but I knew there was more.
Yeah,
to the story.
noir.
It was time to circle back and flush out the truth.
It's mostly nonsense, really, when you pick that option. Ah, okay, I can't progress until I've got all the pieces of information.
Frankie,
Okay.
what do you know?
I was given directions to a confused tourist.
To the museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and tvortisnacks and whatnot. I was almost done helping the guy, see, when bam! All of a sudden, this space ape comes barreling down the street, fighting with some other
Wants revenge for his
space
pal.
ape
I love it
carrying
too.
a brain.
Skunk ape.
I hadn't seen anything that weird since Aunt Jacqueline's vacation slides from Pismo Beach with the jellyfish on the water.
My partner had a brain once. It wasn't the best brain in the world, and a lot of people said it was chemically imbalanced, but it was his. And now it's gone. Gone like hula hoops and print journalism.
What the heck are you talking about, man?
Sorry.
But that comes out of nowhere
Go
like
on.
this.
Like I was saying. So I grabbed the tourists, and we ducked behind a bunch of crates with the other gorilla. We kept our heads down until the fight moved on down the street. And that's all I know about the space ape what took
Other gorilla? What other gorilla?
Believe it or not, it was another space ape. He was spinning a sign for some pet store, the poor schlub.
So that dirty punk sign spinner did see Skunk Ape.
So now what? You're welcome.
You have to go back and forth getting the right information from each, I suppose.
Where's Skunk Ape?
I don't know. I haven't seen General Skunkapi since you unjustly imprisoned him in the penal zone. I'll never forget his final terrified howl as it echoed across the dimensional boundaries. Anyhow,
That story ain't gonna wash, Bonzo. Your pal Frankie told me all about how you and he hid from a fight between Skunk Ape and some other guy. Now, make with the lip flapping, and I better like what I hear.
it's true.
There we go. Okay, we're getting somewhere.
Earth minutes ago, I was spinning my sign for Frankie the Rat and a tourist when General Skunkapi came running down the street, chasing after a strangely garbed man. To my everlasting shame, I cowered behind a crate like a common Venu.
Some days it seems like the whole world is chasing after
Noir.
me. Someone's tied together my shoelaces with regrets and betrayals.
That's pretty sad, but you don't have any shoes.
It's a metaphor.
So anyhow, after the general and the stranger fled the scene, I discovered that he had dropped this. I'm surprised he didn't come back for it, but he appeared to be in something of a hurry. Oh well.
Give me that toy!
No! I need it to get
It's
back
one
to
of the
General
toys of the
Skunkapi's
devil or
graces.
something like that.
Once I return this artifact to the general, he'll forgive my temporary abandonment of his goals and welcome me back to his crew with open arms. Oh, how I've come to miss standing at my general's side these...
You're fooling yourself, kid.
What are you talking about?
The only thing Skunk Ape's gonna welcome you with is a fistful of phasers. You can't go home again. You can't even get on the porch. You've tasted the apple, peed in the pool, bitten the hand that rocks the cradle. You're a sign spinner to him now, and that's all you're ever gonna be.
You're right. It's hopeless. No matter what I do now, I'll never soar through the...
I only just
galaxy
noticed
of
that
my
he
general's
looks like he's
side
badly
ever
shaved,
again.
Max, because he's darker around the mouth.
And I hate to tell you, but you're not a very good sign spinner either. I hated to see a grown gorilla cry.
As if
So I
dogs
got
had
in the
beard,
car
you
and
know.
looked for another lost soul to join
Growing
me
on
as
top
I
of their
gazed into
fur.
the abyss. Finally, a clue. The last time we saw the rhinoplasty toy, Max's special brain used it to turn into a bazooka. Now it was gonna lead me to the guy who stole that special brain. It wasn't exactly ironic, but I didn't care. Crimetron, do your stuff. What do you mean not found in database?
The Crimetron requires additional clues to make an informed deduction.
Clues? I haven't got time for clues. Max's body is starting to smell differently.
Well, maybe you should
Gotta have the
stop
broken
yelling
noir
at my
cup look.
girlfriend
Yep,
and
exactly.
start with the clue hyphen finding.
Grrr. Frankie lied to me about helping that tourist. I hated when punks lie to me.
So I have to return to the rat.
Frankie, what do you know?
I was given directions to a
Yeah, we know you
confused tourist.
didn't.
To
You're
the
lying.
museum district?
Yeah, poor fella was wandering around in circles, scaring all the kiddies with his umlauts and Tvortisnaks and whatnot.
Don't lie to me, Frankie. I talked to your tourist, and it looks to me like you sent him over to the wrong side of town to get rolled by your rat pack.
Maybe I
Rat
did,
pack.
maybe I didn't. But this conversation is over. I ain't saying nothing till I get some legal representation. The nerve of some
Oh yeah? I'll
trampling
give you
around
some
Scott
legal
giving
representation.
rights. There ought to be a law or something.
You want a lawyer? Here's an attorney from Smith & Wesson.
Okay, I'll talk. Sheesh. Like you guessed, I gave the tourist directions to the bad side of town, but I was just winding him up, really. Hey, ask me, the schmuck deserved it. Acting all high and
He
mighty
deserved it.
European, wearing his fancy socks.
The whole stinking city's wound up.
Look,
Like a...
do you want me to finish my story, or do you want to go off on another depressing tangent?
I'm not really sure.
Anyway, when the big fight broke out, me, the tourist, and the other gorilla ducked down behind the crate, and I, picked their pockets. The tourist was loaded with high-exchange European stuff, but all the other guy had was funny-looking green cubes.
What happened next?
After the fight moved on, the tourist got a nice souvenir for his trouble, and I skedaddled back here. And that's all I know, honest. Ask anybody. They'll vouch for old Frankie, if they know what's good for him, that is.
I used to skedaddle before the weight of the sin and debauchery.
Yeah, the world's a dark and miserable place. I get it.
All right. Well, we know that the tourist kept the
I
souvenir.
shall count the minutes.
So we need to get back to the dark alley now.
Ooh, a repeat performance.
Let's run through it one more time. And speak slowly. I'm an American.
As I said before, about an hour ago, I was getting directions to the museum district from one of your colorful local rats. You know, back in Europe, I heard so many warnings about your country's rats.
Yeah, hurry up.
What happened next?
I was about to give him a tip for the help when all of a sudden the Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg erupted in the middle of one of your asphalt fjords. At least I think it was Weltraumliebe Wachzauberkrieg. Might have been more of an ödeler Spucken.
Then what?
After the fight moved on, I discovered that someone had picked my pockets, leaving me empty-handed.
Yeah, that's where you're lying.
Land. I left the scene of the crime, carrying nothing but the clothes on my back. You know what else? I'm starting to think that this isn't actually the museum district. Maybe I am mistaking the friendly rat's direction.
Don't play innocent with me, metric lover. The rat saw you
Metric
pick up something after the
lover.
fight. Now spill.
Yeah, it's true. I took a souvenir from the fight. I didn't think anyone would notice. Here.
Norrington. Who the heck is Norrington?
I don't know. Just don't hurt me. You Americans are all animals.
Well, as far as I can tell, Sam and Max, well, there are the
Ain't fewer
space
bells than a
monkeys.
sleigh in
But,
July. Hopefully, it would be enough. Okay, Crime-tron, this is your last chance before I start looking for an upgrade. Come on, you obsolete hunk of junk. Talk! Where's Skunk Ape?
Sam, no!
Stop holding out on me!
Get away from her, you brute.
Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Finally.
Audiences across the country say, you're a monster, Sam.
What have you become?
The Museum of Mostly Natural History, the tarnished jewel of the city's once thriving museum district. Max and I always meant to visit, but we'd never gotten around to it. Now we were finally going to take in its thrilling and dubiously educational
And
displays.
a neon sign saying neon sign. Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh.
All right, Skunk Ape, it's time to pay the piper, plus tax and applicable service fees.
Something up there. I'm in control now.
Hang tight, little buddy.
The coming apocalypse.
I'll take a look around after I track down Max's brain.
Ah, okay. I guess he's gonna say the same thing no matter what I try to look at. A brief history of bad ideas in transportation. With a picture of a Zeppelin right next to it. Mundane objects in space, a cosmic odyssey.
Yield to my superior technological might, necromancer.
Slow it down,
your simian hindquarters, barbarian!
Skunky. And paperweight? He's looking pretty spry for a 120-year-old. And there's the Devil's Toy Box. And is that...
Sam! Get me out of here. This whole place smells like gorilla and patchouli.
The interloper who foiled my scheme to collect the toys of power and re-imprisoned me in the penal zone?
Sam? The great-grandson of the patron who put the kibosh on my intricate plan to unleash Yog-Sothoth and take over the world?
I hate that guy.
I hate that guy!
Yes, a common enemy. I propose an alliance.
That can't be good.
You get the galaxy, I get the Earth?
Agreed.
Nice going, Bubble Brain.
Don't blame me. I'm still trying to find the volume controls on this thing.
Minions, after him.
Sam? Aw, man. Now I'm stuck in here with the alliance of C-list supervillains. It was way more fun when they were fighting.
Ah, okay. I get to switch between the two now, even though he's just a brain.
Hey, you! Fez guy!
What is it?
Toy box, me, your museum, you, Skunk Ape.
Why are you and that big dumb ape skunk ape working together?
General Skunkapi and I have had a meeting of minds over our mutual loathing of you, your partner, and your forefathers.
So that added up to what? One mind between you?
I just hope his brain-dead minions can dispose of your partner without injuring any of my employees.
Uh-huh. So you're playing him, in other words?
Pretty grubby joint you got here.
It's one of the finest collections in the world. Our Yog-Sothoth tapestry is one of a kind.
Gee, it'd be a shame if Skunk Ape's minions ripped your tapestry to shreds and used it for space towelettes. You know, accidentally.
Yeah, don't even think of such a thing.
So I may have to get the minions to damage the museum, so he'll come to hate them and Skunkape at the same time?
What are you and Corporal Buttcheeks here doing with the Devil's Toy Box anyway?
We're unwinding and rewiring the synapses of your brain to cast a blasphemous net of tech necromancy across reality so that the toys of power may be properly encased within the Devil's Toy Box.
Ah, that's about what I thought.
Really? Repeat what I just said.
Blah, blah, blah. I've got a wonderful brain. Blargy, blargy. More toys for me. How come you haven't aged a day since my great-grandpa kicked your demon-summoning butt back in the olden times?
The horrible secret of my apparent immortality is too terrible to comprehend and would surely drive an uninitiated mind such as yours to the brink of madness were I to utter it.
So, Pilates then?
Pilates, the secret to immortality.
You're a magical mumbo-jumbo guy, so maybe you can tell me. What's the deal with me having psychic powers all of a sudden? Am I going through the change?
It's difficult to say. The only minds on this plane capable of wielding the toys of power are the insane, the simple, or the defective.
Ah, you've been reading my press, kid.
But encountering two special brains in the same bloodline is practically unheard of. Your lineage is most peculiar and dangerous.
You should see us during holiday cookouts.
And,
Can you try and stop your new buddy from zapping Sam with a banana-shaped ray gun or whatever?
Why should I give a hellbeast's hangnail about the fate of Sameth's brood?
Well, let me get back to you on that. What are you doing in this 2-bit museum anyway?
Since my defeat at the hands of your meddling ancestors, I've insinuated myself into the archaeological community, painstakingly gathering the requisite toys of power necessary to reopen a doorway between our world and the realm of Yog-Sothoth.
Nerd. All this talking with my brain is making me tired. Let's talk later. Hey, bad guys, how about a little light show? It's getting boring in here.
I'm afraid that tonight's performance of Mundane Objects in Space, a Cosmic Odyssey, has been cancelled, so that the Yeneler and I might use the projector to summon the scattered psychic toys from the four corners of the globe.
Aww. Hey,
Okay, I
Skunky!
get to go talk to him as well. Toy box, me your minions.
I see you've got your old band of lackeys back together.
Yes, yes. My mighty army is once again ready to take on the galaxy. At least they would be if Paperweight's filthy security guard wasn't underfoot. That disease-carrying insect had better keep his pestilent thorax away from my boys.
Pestilent thorax.
Why are you working with that creepy Paperweight guy?
Monsieur Paperweight and I have reached an accommodation.
Is that legally permitted in this state?
I'm lending my scientific prowess to his mystical efforts to draw the toys of power into the so-called Devil's Toy Box.
That spell thing Paperweight's working on. It wouldn't have something to do with summoning an elder god by the name of Yog-Sagoth, would it?
Now that you mention it, Yog-Sagoth's name did come up once or twice. He's certainly touchy about that precious tapestry of his.
Yeesh.
Okay, I need to do something about that tapestry out there then, I guess. Probably. To get them to split and not be allies anymore.
What are you two scamps doing with the Devil's Toy Box?
We're tapping the nigh-infinite power of your brain to create a bifurcated vortex of technological and arcane energies to impel the toys of power to return to their point of origin via a five-dimensional matrix of quantum foam and sympathetic magics.
Yes, of course.
You have no idea what I just said, do you?
No, but if it means more psychic toys for me, then vortex away.
Yeah, right, okay,
Could you go over there for a while? The way you're salivating over my anterior cortex is creeping me out, frankly.
Very well.
These two goofs are about as entertaining as public radio. Oh, I sure hope Sam survived the attack of the minions. I've got a lot of complaining to do.
Okay, back to Sam. I think I gathered enough hints as to what I'm supposed to do. Something about that tapestry, it looks like.
Well, at least I know that Max's brain is still alive and kicking. I'll never get back in there while Skunk Ape and Paperweight are working together. Maybe I can break up those lovebirds from out here.
Something about the tapestry then. Or maybe it's in there? That thing there? Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh? Tapestry and the Filthy Gun seems like they both have things they worry about, like apes destroying the museum and the Filthy Guy getting near the apes. Yep. The Pharaoh's brain.
Normally, the code of the freelance policeman frowns on stealing ancient brains. Desperate times call for icky measures. Ew, it's warm and pulsing and wriggly. I don't know whether to be repulsed or use it as a neck massager. The
Well, I got a brain.
pyramid of Hikabah was the crowning glory of Kestimpum the Tiny until it collapsed under its staggering weight and unorthodox design.
Egypt
It's
display.
dioramas like this that make me appreciate the joys of central air conditioning, collective bargaining, and comfortable headwear. I had no idea ancient Egypt was so madcap.
Sarcophagus.
If you're going to putrefy and decompose, you might as well do it in style. Ancient Egyptian brain screw. The engravings on this particular brain screw indicate that it was reserved for pharaohs, viziers, or other high-ranking muckety-mucks. Muckety-mucks? The museum's copywriter must have thought no one would read that far.
A Sphinx model.
A sphinx. I can almost smell it. Seriously, it smells like aspen here.
Like literally, or is that a figure of speech? Well, there doesn't seem to be any tapestry in here that I can see. That's a display. That's not really a tapestry, I guess. There's a logo here, like you need to put on a headset, apparently, maybe to listen to the commentary, like they do in some museums. Maybe I need to find this in a different exhibit. What's that here?
I could learn a lot from this if I wasn't so offended by the choice of fonts.
Big Bang, Cosmology, Physics, and You. When relativity overstays its welcome, avoiding gravity wells, quantum field landscaping, twine theory, and topological hooey.
Hey, you.
There's a security guy.
With me, wise guy. What are you doing in the museum after dark?
I'm Sam. I'm with the freelance police.
Freelance police, eh? I heard a lot about you guys. A lot. I'm Sal, museum's security guard. You must be looking into all the freaky shenanigans going on around here tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Well, feel free to poke around. But right now, you gotta do something about this pile of trash.
That's not trash. That's my partner.
Partner, trash, potato, potato. If it's not up and moving in the next few minutes, I'm tossing that smelly lump of guts into the incinerator.
Incinerator? Yeesh. That fellow reminds me of my great-granduncle Eustachius. Canis erectus. This freakish tooth, dating from the late Flammarian era, is thought to represent an evolutionary dead end of heavyset man-dog hybrids. This night was bad enough, but now my distant ancestors are getting insulted by pasty-faced anthropologists.
Apocalypse display. I see. Sal is a bug. Filthy, huh?
Sal!
Keep it down, will ya? This is a museum, not a locker room.
Yeah. Where can I get headphones? It sounds like I'm gonna need them.
Nice headphones. Listening to the game?
No pun intended.
Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
Don't look now, but there's a scandalously clad intergalactic despot running roughshod through your museum.
You mean General Skunkape? He's an A1 buttwad, all right. But what are you gonna do? Mr. Paperweight's rolled out the red carpet for him and his minions.
Don't you think you should alert the authorities?
What? Lose my job?
Any idea what that paperweight loser is doing in the planetarium?
Hey, don't be calling Mr. Paperweight a loser.
Paperweight.
He's a stand-up guy who took me in and gave me a job.
He's not here, you know.
Nah, I got no idea what that loser's up to. Heck, I can't even understand half the things he tells me over the headphones.
Would you mind not throwing my
You
little
can't
buddy
understand
into
half the
museum's
things he
incinerator?
says.
What can I do, Sam?
That
If
may
Mr.
be
P
important.
finds another corpse strewn about all willy-nilly on the exhibit floor, he's gonna kick my thorax right to the unemployment office. You say your friend's still alive? You better get him moving.
Or maybe I need to use Max's body
See you, Sal.
as filth.
Careful out there, Sam. This place is cuckoo tonight.
Earth Dog Man, where do you think you're going?
I'm just looking for the
I
snack
think I
foods
just
exhibit.
saw a headset
No one leaves here.
where it says
Skunkape's
guided
orders.
tour over there.
Why?
We're supposed to be on the lookout for, Sam.
That's an
Sam.
idea.
Are you Sam?
No,
Give him
my
the
name is
Pharaoh's brain.
Tyrone.
Yep, good
Sam's
thinking.
That guy.
Tis we! I've arrived at the world-famous Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, a cute little animatronic monkey. Yee!
Mahila de Skunkape, I've successfully neutralized the one known as Sam.
Yes? Describe him.
Pink, hairless, difficult to place accent.
That's not Sam, you fool. Now don't bother me again until you find Sam.
Apparently that wasn't Sam.
Oh well, happy hunting.
Thank you, Tyrone.
Tyrone. Yep, there's a headset.
Museum of Mostly
There
Natural
we go.
History guided tour.
And now give the brain to
An
Max.
audio guide that attempts to make sense of the nonsensical museum displays. I should tape one of these for our office.
Where's Max now? Ah, yeah, there he is.
I'd better find a way to get Max's body moving before Sal chucks it into an incinerator.
Sounds like I don't have a choice.
Maybe this carefully preserved gray matter will get Max's body moving, or at least twitching and drooling unnervingly. Hello? Anybody in there?
Torment of Osiris will be laid upon your feet, heretics! The wrath of the... Anubis!
Nah, but I get that a lot. I'm Sam.
Oh, my! A new body! And it's so energetic!
That's probably one of Max's sugar rushes. You'll just want to ride him out until you get used to him.
Well, I suppose you want some sort of tedious boon in return for rescuing our spirit from the shadowy realms, yes?
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Your Majesty, I could use some help retrieving Max's brain from a couple of world-conquering Nimrods.
I believe we can aid you in your quest, but where will my brain go after we've restored this?
Yeah.
Well, if everything goes as planned, I suppose you can take your pick between an ethnic sorcerer and a superpowered space gorilla.
A gorilla? That does sound promising. Very well, we shall grant your boon. It shouldn't be too much trouble with all these toys of the gods secreted in this fuzzy little body.
Toys of the gods? Do you have the gift?
Is that what they're calling it these days? My people always called it the Curse of Horus. Ungrateful wretches.
Neat. If you've got creepy brain powers, this rescue's gonna be a walk in the park. Ready to roll?
Lead on, barbarian.
Anubis. Brain juice.
It's a telltale trail of Grandpa Stinky's brain-preserving demon broth.
Ooh, what a delightful aroma. This Grandpa Stinky must be a skilled sorcier.
Oh yeah, also...
Nah.
But can't I put it on?
These are the headphones for the museum self-guided tour. You know, they look a little familiar.
Well, they look like the thing that Sal has on his head, but, can't I use it with myself? Or maybe give it to the
I'm not
Pharaoh?
giving this away to just anybody.
Ah.
These are the headphones for the museum self-guided tour. You know, they look a little
Yeah. Activate tour controller. What's that? You know what to do with it? Well, do tell. I'm listening.
This little device is used to guide clueless visitors through the museum's self-guided tour.
And not how to do it.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Okay.
Anton Paperweight, and I'll be your narrator on this self-guided tour today.
It's the voice of his boss on it, so... But I probably need to use it to give orders to Sal using his voice, using the pre-recorded messages of the guided tour, but...
Although it lasted for only 7 weeks during the late summer of 56 million BC, the Mesozoic era produced an incredible explosion of evolutionary diversity, most of which was quickly
I think
erased
so.
by less ridiculous creatures.
I just don't know what to have him listen to anyway, as a message.
Gently yank the bone to hear the roar of the Pollosaurus henway. Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
This sounds like something I may have to get him to listen to. Because it sounds like an order, right? To make him move to a different place.
Humanity has long pondered about the eventual fate of the Earth. Today, thanks to sophisticated supercomputers, scientists have determined that the world will end in the year 2015 as giant monsters, environmental disasters, and political apathy combine to turn our world into an unlivable hellhole shortly before the sun unexpectedly goes nova. Turn the hourglass to witness the Earth's final moments as predicted by accredited apocalypticians. Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
Yeah, this too sounds like something I may have to get him to listen to.
To have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious Forgotten Pharaoh of ancient Egypt.
That looks like a tapestry up there, right?
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life. Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
That sounds like an order as well.
Finally, the pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yog-Sothoth display. The Order of Yog-Sothoth were an ancient society of mystic knights dedicated to serving an overfiend of the dark dimensions. This priceless tapestry, woven from the meticulously groomed back hair of the knights, is all that remains of their order. To see the terrifying power of the Yog-Sothoth tapestry, pull the sword from the eyeball.
How do I get him to hear these, though? Do I need to be close enough to him?
Hey, Sal.
Hey, I see you got your pal up and about.
Kneel before your pharaoh, peasant.
He's still a little punchy. Nice headphones. Listening to the game? Or maybe some Black Flag?
No, these are my official museum guard emergency headphones. I gotta wear these so that Mr. Paperweight can tell me where to go in case of a security emergency. Of course, I haven't heard from him in a while. He must be busy up there with that space gorilla guy.
See you, Sal.
Yeah, I guess so. It sounds like it.
Tonight.
Hey, Sal, look. 3 monkeys violating that statue of a head.
Where?
There we
I
go.
didn't see nothing.
Done.
It's a good thing since we put all
That wasn't so hard, was it?
the leather jacket.
Leather jackets. That's a reference to Monkey Island. Okay.
Welcome to the Museum of Mostly Natural History.
Mr. Paperweight. Gee, thanks. That's the nicest thing you've said since you hired me. So, what can I do for you, boss?
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient...
Crap. I need him to go there first.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss.
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
The Egypt exhibit? Right away, boss.
Okay, so that's how it works. Assuming he's already there.
I guess Sal's out of range.
I'll head back to base now, Mr. P.
Ah, crap. Uh-huh.
Please proceed to the Treasures of the Forgotten Pharaoh exhibit.
The Egypt exhibit? Right away, boss. Boss? Well, if you don't have anything else for me, I'll just head back to the base.
Or do I need to be in there already? But then that would say that he's out of range, right?
The curious communication devices in this museum look fascinating.
That's a hint, I suppose.
Ah, the arrow of power. But where's the disc of madness? Or the orb of unending bounciness?
We haven't found him yet. But here, take a gander at this.
Ah, the wondrous essence thief! How well I remember disguising myself as a palm frond to observe the forbidden rituals at the Temple of Adolescence.
You tyrannical scamp.
Rhinoplasty.
Max has now become a pyramid.
My new form reminds me of my summer pyramid on the shores of Bar El Zaraf.
And it'll come in handy in the unlikely event that we need a 7-sided die to defeat Skunkade.
Yeah, okay, go back to normal because I don't see the point of this. Okay, can I call him to this place?
I guess Sal's out of range.
Ah. Hmm. Now it looks like it has to be something to do with what's in this room. Or if I get him to poke the minion in the eyes. But how do I get him to...
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do well to kneel in our presence.
How about I make you dance instead?
Can't you see we're busy? This is too easy.
Please head to the Yogg-Sothoth.
The beast couldn't hit the side of a granary with a throw.
Something like that. May have to listen to those messages.
The museum is proud to have recently obtained the preserved remains of the mysterious forgotten pharaoh of ancient Egypt.
That's great, boss. But what do you want me to do now?
Please proceed to the treasures of the forgotten pharaoh exhibit.
Yeah, but
The
no,
Egypt
that's
exhibit?
it's not
Right
gonna
away,
help me.
boss. I'll let
Maybe I
that
don't
face
have.
now, Mr.
Maybe
Beard.
I don't have explored all the options yet. Hey, there's a Moai head here from season
That's
2.
enough playtime for now.
Number 10.
Hey, it's a Moai head. How's it hanging, big guy? Fine, be that way. Inexplicable object of unknown provenance. Tapestry of Yogg-Sothoth.
Ah, yeah.
Fiend of the dank dimensions. On loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yogg-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough. In fact, he looks kind of flammable.
We had Yogg-Sothoth worshippers in our time. They kept trying to steal our toys.
Yeah, you could be right then. If I could get him to get closer, but that doesn't seem to be close enough, though. I'll try, though. I mean, it's worth a try.
The curious communication devices in this museum.
Yeah, Max is well, or the Pharaoh, I guess, in this case, is giving me hints as to what I'm supposed to do, but...
The pride of the museum. Please proceed to the Knights of Yogg-Sothoth display.
Knights of Yogg-Sothoth exhibit? Right away, sir.
Now, poke the eyes to see an ancient, brutal civilization spring to life.
I don't see any eyes to poke around here, boss. Anything else, boss?
I probably need to get the guy to move to that spot then. To make them, to get them both to be in the same spot. And then they would be right in front of the tapestry and they may ruin it that way. How do I get the minion to move, though?
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
I'm curious. Does your head hurt when you attempt to form complete sentences? I'm rather, and can't you see we're busy? Ta.
I can't move anywhere. There's a phone here. Maybe I can get the number for this one. Well, this usually helps me get a hint as to what I'm supposed to do, so...
What in the name of Gorgar?
In my experience, it's rarely a good idea to poke a space gorilla in the eyes.
That's what lackeys are for, Sam.
Okay, so that's exactly what you have to do. But I need to get them both to be closer.
Hey Max, check this out. It turns out that Lady Godiva was a dude.
Ooh, icky.
Well, either I managed to return Max's brain to his body in the future, or you're destined to learn a killer Max impression.
Let's move on.
Hey! Ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
Ouch! Who'd want to pummel a nice bug guy like Sal?
Well, yeah, this tells me what I have to do, but not how. I need more possibilities.
The curious communication device.
Yeah. The game keeps giving me that hint, but I saw a phone earlier.
Hey, Your Majesty, check out these spiffy phone numbers.
Phone numbers? Ah, hieroglyphics to activate the translocation toy. We always wondered how that device worked.
It probably would have helped if the ancient astronauts who taught you how to build pyramids had left behind a few telephones. Say, one of those phone numbers is brand new.
Teleportation.
Office, info desk, Egypt exhibit, upper level. Well, this is the only one that I can't get to on foot, so... Okay. New place to explore.
So this is Paperweight's office.
What a dump!
Someone's coming.
Why have you left the planetarium? That intergalactic bully is driving me bananas, and his minions are a threat to my beautiful museum. Can't you do something?
Get a grip on yourself, man. Can't you see our long struggle to gather the toys is almost over?
You think I don't know that? I've been dreaming of this second chance for decades.
Then
He has a
stop
boss
whining
or something?
And get back in there.
Yes, sir, Dr. Norrington. Right away,
Dr. Norrington?
Norrington.
His imperious attitude puts me in mind of a lute teacher we fed to my crocodiles for correcting my divine embouchure.
You know, Max's patter is a lot less...
Violent?
multisyllabic. Looks like Paperweight subscribes to Obazoth's nonsensical Grimoire Club. Paperweight's quite the reader.
A lowly scribe, then.
Check it out, Your Majesty. An insanely detailed top-down drawing of the city.
What a remarkable illusion of depth.
Oh yeah, you didn't have perspective and vanishing points in your time, did you?
Of course we did. Why, we had a whole chamber full of perspectives and a headdress adorned with vanishing points. And... shut up!
Examine map. Boxes
This
of
office could
files.
use a little tidying up and a good firm raising.
Diabolical scrolls.
4 ancient diabolical summoning spells. And 1 pretty good chili recipe. This office could use a little tidying up. And a...
No, okay, this is the same thing as before.
It's locked. What kind of paranoid freak keeps his door locked from the inside?
I locked all my slaves inside my birthday pyramid after they finished building it.
Paperweight's not a slave.
Are you sure?
Well, maybe...
That transportation exhibit is bound to be fascinating. We enjoy reveling in the failures of lesser beings.
Something about the transportation exhibit. Can I teleport to it? Transportation exhibit. There was one such thing?
Coming soon, a brief history of bad ideas in transportation. I hope Max's brain and body are reunited by the time this exhibit opens. He loves tooling around in comically unviable vehicles. Although the Hindenburg met its fiery demise in 1937, its sister ship, the Aeroschwein, is still in operation today and was a stunt double in the 1968 musical Let's All Go for a Ride in My Beautiful Balloon.
That looks like one of the balloons my magicians would create with inflated sheep's bladders.
I don't know if it's gonna do anything,
You
but
really
I
know how
could
to kill a
get
conversation,
Max
Your
to
Majesty.
transform into that balloon.
Future vision.
No. That's not the right thing.
Rhinoplasty.
Don't know what good that's gonna do, but...
Whee!
Be careful, Your Highness. You're full of hydrogen and dangerously unstable.
Oh, lighten up. I have. Whee!
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Whee! Exhilarating.
Okay, that didn't serve any purpose. Or, hold on a minute.
Teleportation.
Back to the office.
Rhinoplasty.
Can we teleport with him being transformed into that thing?
How amazing! We've been transmogrified into a glittering futuristic metropolis. Why do we feel like we're about to vomit?
That'd be the East River. Try to breathe through your mouth.
Can we teleport now? No. I may need to get the image then of the city, but not transform into it just now.
Gorilla, shooting at royalty.
Rhinoplasty.
No, okay, I still have it, as a matter of fact. So I can teleport somewhere else and then transform there. Well, the info desk. It's alright. Now, which one was it?
Begin. Please make your way to the Mesozoic era exhibit in the center.
No,
of
that's
main
not the
floor.
one.
The dinosaur exhibit.
Yeah, okay, hold on.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the
There we go.
The beast attacking the city. Right away, boss.
Yeah, that's the one. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Back. That was convoluted.
I wouldn't mind another flyabout.
Hey, guard guy.
Don't bother me, Tyrone. I've got to keep a lookout for Sam.
Ooh, he's a smart one, isn't he?
Who is this annoying cretin? Are you Sam?
We are the Pharaoh, you odiferous primate, and you would do
So
well
it's
to
4,
kneel in our
and which number was it? The last one in the Egyptian row, I think.
Oh, this is too easy.
Please make your way to the animatron of the terrible beast assaulting the city.
Beast attacking the city. Let's see. Ah, there it is.
Now, poke the eyes to
There we
see
go.
each brutal civilization spring to life.
Poke its eyes. Really? Oh, well, you're the boss.
What in the name of Gorgar?
What should I do now, boss? Hey, ouch! My thorax! My beautiful thorax!
By the underrealms of Embo, what is going on out here?
I kinda hated doing that to poor Sal.
Yes, most unfortunate. Beetles are sacred in my culture.
Actually,
Poor
I
Sal
think he's a
indeed.
cockroach.
Really? Then let him rot.
Yeah, he was just doing his job.
What?
I would very much appreciate it if your minions would refrain from manhandling my employees.
Their relationship is souring.
If you stopped using specious words like manhandling.
Oh, take it like a man, you big ape.
I can't believe I have allied myself to a sniveling irritant like you.
Irritant? Do you think I enjoy having my schemes yoked to an uncouth, half-naked space fascist who can't even capture
Space
a
fascist.
6-foot-tall dog in a suit?
I assume you can do better, you half-witted conjurer?
Watch me.
Nice simmering. One more unfortunate misunderstanding should be enough to push Tom and Nicole here straight into supervillain divorce court.
Well, but there's still something to be done about the tapestry, probably.
Looks like Max is stoking the fires of discord. I'll see if I can add some fuel from out here.
Oh, I have an idea. Yeah, the Zeppelin probably, yeah. Because it can fly up near the exhibit, I would imagine. Near the tapestry.
Conveyance. It's not dangerous, is it?
Well, you might want to.
I could set it on fire, yeah. It's the Hindenburg. It caught on fire in real life, so...
I hope there's nothing in this museum that could trigger an explosion.
Yeah, the game literally tells you what you have to do, but I need to get it to come closer, though.
Tapestry of Yog-Sothoth, Overfiend of the Dank Dimensions, on loan from the East Village chapter of the Knights of Yog-Sothoth. He doesn't look so tough.
Okay, if I could get it to come closer. Come on. Where is it now?
Could you move just a little bit to the left, Your Majesty?
Why?
No reason.
We reenacted the Hindenburg catching on fire.
That was really quite exhilarating.
You're welcome.
Now never do it again.
No problem. Whoops.
Let go of me, commoner! Shh.
Who is making all that inferno rocket?
The tapestry!
Yog-Sothoth! No!
Never place your hands on our divine personage.
Lighten up, Your Majesty. I think we're about to see some fireworks.
Skunkape!
What?
One of your ignorant minions has destroyed the museum's priceless Yog-Sothoth tapestry!
Oh, really?
Ahila! Yes, sir.
Did any of you destroy Mr. Paperweight's precious tapestry?
No, sir.
I believe you owe me an apology, partner.
You're right. I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
I'm sorry I ever assist.
Your minions are trigger-happy Neanderthals.
There we go.
That's it! I've had it up to here with your incessant, petulant whining!
Petulant? Well, I've had it up to here with your imperious attitude and your odoriferous banana breath.
Banana breath? Banana breath? This alliance is over!
So be it!
It warms my heart to see these two fighting again. At least I think it does. Sam better come get me before these two losers knock over my jar, or worse, kiss and make up!
Wait here, Your Majesty. This move's gonna require some sneakiness, and that body you're wearing isn't really known for its stealth.
Very well.
Resistance is pointless, Terran flea!
Eat my primordial wrath, monkey boy!
Sam! It's about time.
I would have been here 2 or 3 explosions ago if someone I know had the slightest bit of impulse control.
Hey, my body's walking around without my brain. How'd you work that out?
I found a loner in the creepy Egyptian exhibit. Nice kid, but a little bit of an attitude. Now let's get out of here before Goofus and Gallant figure out that we've played him for chumps. Come on, Your Highness. Your Majesty?
It's not gonna be that easy.
The box!
Sam, you didn't stick the brain of a psychically gifted, unstable adolescent pharaoh in my cute little body, did you?
Maybe.
That is so cool!
Must resist.
Norrington, help me!
I, Hammer of Patar, the hairballs of Bastet, and the
Hairballs of bastards.
reality itself will kneel before Samunmak.
Maybe we should be leaving.
You think?
Uh-oh.
And so ends another mind-boggling mystery solved by the loping wits and the capriciously applied violence of the freelance police. Who's up for a sugar grenade?
What the hell are you talking about, Sam? I'm still a brain in a jar.
Don't be silly, Max. You've always been a brain in a jar.
No, I haven't. I'm a short, sexy lagomorph with an enormous mouth and dead, shark-like eyes.
Hold that thought, little buddy. We've got some idolizing to do.
Say what?
Samunmak is handsome! Samunmak is cute!
When we think of Samunmak, we give a big salute.
Oh, you have got to be kidding.
Attention, everyone! From this point forward, those little things at the ends of your shoelaces. Aglets? Yes, aglets are hereby decreed to be the most horrible things in all the world.
It's a good thing I don't wear shoes.
Sam, snap out of it!
Snap out of what?
Ah, just get me out of here. I gotta find my body.
Well, we need to find a way to put Max's brain back into Max's body, I guess. Hey, it's Grandpa Stinky.
Stinky!
What do you want, you shiftless, tab-running losers? Can't you see I'm doing the Lord's work here?
This'll only take a minute.
That's what you always say before you drag me into your little schemes.
How are you and Girl Stinky getting along?
Why don't you go ask her yourself? It's not as though she's doing anything else right now. She just spends all her time texting people, never lifting a finger to help her poor old grandpa. Feh.
It's nice to see your familial bonds are as strong as ever in this cruddy new world.
What in the name of Sobek Scrotum is he on about?
Beats me.
Pardon me.
I think he's just having one of his episodes.
Neil?
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Oh, brother.
Thank you.
unholy knack with meats and organs. Any chance you can whip up a body for Max?
Well, I have been noodling with a recipe for a golem made of hummus.
Ugh, no!
Never mind.
Suit yourself.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
I see you brought out your catering truck for another delivery to our magnificent potentate.
Aye, Lord Salmon Mac can't get enough of my special corn dogs with their secret blend of herbs, spices, and insect viscera.
I want one now! Gimme, gimme, gimme!
Down you! These corn dogs
Little
are going
smiley
straight
gives.
to the old king's never-ending buffet table at the planetarium.
Besides, Max, you don't even have a mouth or a digestive
We accept
system.
me's the
What would
card.
you want with a corn dog? So, you'll be heading off to the planetarium soon to bathe in the glow of Salmon Mac's praise?
Aye, if I can ever get my lazy, good-for-nothing granddaughter to quit messing with herself.
I probably have to get on the truck somehow.
I'm just, clearing up a few details with Salmon Mac's High Vizier, Grandpa.
Sure you are. You see what I have to put up with.
That's why we never work with family members.
Especially after that time with Cousin Lucretia. Ugh.
I don't know if that's a reference or if that's just something made up.
Who's Girl Stinky texting anyway?
She says she's organizing the buffet over at the planetarium, but I think she's just chatting up her new boyfriend.
A boyfriend?
Stinky?
Okay, that was
Oh,
not
man,
nice.
I needed that.
Ugh, if I had a nose, I would have horked milk out of it.
But seriously, Grandpa, Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, that he is, lad. Why, just last night, there was this tremendous storm over the city, causing my knees
I
to
thought it could have been a
seize up
female
someone
pharaoh,
fierce.
as a matter of fact, from the
I
voice.
used to have an elbow
Or maybe
like that.
that's a woman
When I had elbows.
lending the voice because he's supposed to be
So I
very
brought
young.
a gift to the local Salmon Mac offering depository. Dropped it off with a little prayer and hoot! The skies cleared up the next morning and my knees are fine. Praise Salmon Mac.
Oh, yeah, because storms never end on their own. It must have been Salmon Mac that did it.
Max,
Are you blaspheming the name of Salmon Mac, you squashy little nobody?
no way, Grandpa Stinky. Max is cool, aren't you?
Hail, Salmon Mac.
That's bitter.
That little smile. They didn't get very old back then. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Well, I don't know so much about pharaohs, I suppose, because they had the better life out of everyone. Slaves didn't live very long, yeah, that's for sure.
You look different today, Stinky.
Do you think?
It's the glazed-over mask of idolatry.
Sometimes
Sam.
more mummified young,
No,
yeah.
It's that.
Ooh, snazzy. Did you get that at the Ren Fair?
Ren Fair. This is the Medallion of Tithing. given
Medallion
to
of
me by
Tithing?
Lord Salmon Mac for offering him a one-of-a-kind gift that was most pleasing to his
So what, he
omniscient
collects the
eye.
tithe?
What'd you give him?
Some yak hair pants. They were the only ones in the world.
I'm jealous.
You should be. If I can scrape up a couple more of these accessories of privilege, I'll be sitting at the right hand of Lord Salmon Mac himself.
I need to collect these then, somehow.
All you had to do to get that accessory of
To get
privilege was
closer
give
to
Lord
the
Salmon Mac
pharaoh.
a present?
Aye, but only a one-of-a-kind gift. That's his most precious thing in the whole wide world.
Well, that's tricky. The pharaoh's a bit whimsical.
Tell me about it. I never can tell what sort of exotic toppings he's going to want on these infernal corn dogs.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
Uh-oh. Oh, that salute.
Well, you look busy.
Noticed that, did ye?
So we'll be on our way.
What? No riddles? No discursive queries into the secret ingredients of my mysterious menu items?
We're between cases.
Oh, that body-snatching pharaoh even bamboozled the Stinkies? What good is bitter narcissism if it can't protect
Yeah,
its
well.
mind control?
Card, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally, I'd be leery of a pizza franchise expanding into the credit market, but if their loan rates are as stingy as their toppings, then sign me up! Oppressively grandiose monument to Salmon Mac the Great, erected by his gratefully besotted subjects, October 10th, 1791. Now, I know that's wrong, Sam. Bosco's was standing here right up until this morning.
Bosco never existed, little buddy, and neither did Mama Bosco.
Max, beware.
Who said that?
Who said what?
Hold on, Sam. I think I'm getting a call from a new psychic friend.
Well played, Max. Sam must suspect nothing. Only you can untangle the twisted reality woven by Salmon Mac.
Me? Oh, there's a great plan. What am I gonna do, leak all over him?
Make contact with the rebels. They will give you the tools you need.
Rebels?
I don't see any rebels.
You will know them by their backhanded salute. Now, I must leave before I am discovered. Good luck, Max. We're all counting on you.
Who are you, anyway?
You may call me Dr. Norrington.
So, what now, little buddy?
What about, oh, I don't know, getting my body back?
I keep telling you, Max, you've never had a body.
All right, fine. Let's go find someone with a backhanded salute.
What for?
For the thrill of it.
Smackback's Yak Slacks. It's a story about how Salmon Mac briefly declared Andean weave pants to be his most favored thing in the whole wide world for a few hours last Thursday, before he discovered how itchy they were and had them all destroyed in a massive bonfire.
Fickle little tyrant, ain't he?
Smackback's Yak Slacks.
I know, okay.
It's a story.
But both newspaper stands have the same thing. Can I get anywhere?
Hail Salmon Mac.
Where would you like to go today, Sam?
Perhaps you'd like to give a gift to Lord Salmon Mac.
Or maybe make a visit to Salmon Mac's planetarium throne room to bask in his glory.
Or maybe you'd just like to cruise around the city, taking in the wonders that Lord Salmon Mac has bestowed on us.
Those all sound swell, guys, but I think I'll let Max pick the destination today. He's in a bit of a funk.
You know who could fix that? Salmon Mac.
Frankie Rat, Museum, Gift Vault. Yeah, this is where I am.
Plotting revolution can't be easy with all the creepy statues around.
Why would anyone want to plot revolution?
No reason.
Ah, there's Sal.
Hey, Sal.
Sam.
And he has one of those badges that I supposedly need to get. Accessory.
I just love your Salmon Mac accessory.
Pretty sweet, huh? That's my ornament of fealty. Lord Salmon Mac gave it to me for exposing an evil heretic.
A heretic?
I guess I'm gonna have to expose someone as an evil heretic at some point.
Worse, he didn't salute fast enough.
That is bad. Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
That wasn't backhanded.
No, indeed, it wasn't.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
Oh, yeah? I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky. What you got?
Nothing, as a matter of fact. A brain.
How about this nifty brain in a jar?
Ooh, that's a really bad idea, Sam.
Why? I'd make a perfect gift.
For most people, sure, but Lord Salmon Mac has a thing about disembodied brains. Some sort of unresolved past life issues.
Oh yeah, I remember reading about that in his autobiography. Looks like you'll have to stay out here with me, little buddy.
You know, if Max here wasn't a brain, he'd probably make a fine offering. Salmon Mac loves it when people offer up their friends as gifts.
Yeah, and the gun will probably not do
On
very
second
good gifts, so
thought, I don't
yeah,
think
let's
I have anything worthy of his
give up on
plenipotency
that.
at the moment.
I hear ya. I got worthiness issues myself.
Catch you later, Sal. Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac, right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
Salmon Mac shatters storm?
Salmon Mac shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Salmon Mac used his mighty powers to disperse a thunderstorm in advance to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
There's a picture? There's...
Psychic toys! I really gotta find those rebels.
Ah, yeah, okay. I need to find the rebels first then.
Hey!
Stop bothering me. I finally found my place in Salmon Mac's blessed world, and I don't need my bubble rubbed by no freelance police.
It's about time they built an official Salmon Mac offering vault out here in the borough.
Offering vault? You mean there's nothing in there but stuff that people have given to Salmon Mac?
Yep, no more schlepping over to Newark for this Salmon Mac tithing, doggy.
Useless door.
Oh, look, Sam, a door! Let's kick it in and blast the hell out of the poor slobs on the other side. Come on, Sam, what do you say? Huh? Ah, I hate the new reality!
Hail Salmon Mac!
How do I get my toys
Hail
back?
Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac!
Yeah, hail Salmon Mac.
Frankie the Rat, maybe? Or at the museum? Wait, what?
I hope the underground has a sweet hideout.
The underground?
The underground Frisbee Golf League. Yeah.
Is that a hint? Do I need to get back to where that sewer entrance was?
Come on!
Frankie!
Ah, jeez, as if I don't have enough trouble today. Now I gotta deal with the freaking freelance police.
Beat it, coppers.
Yeah, let us fleece our cousin in peace. Do my not ears deceive me, or are those rats mouthing off to us?
I believe they are, Max.
Shall we make a lesson of them?
I believe we shall.
Welcome back to Salmon Mac's Arena of Gladiatorial Glory.
Now be nice while we talk to your cousin.
That accessory?
That's some sweet Salmon Mac themed bling you got there.
Bling? Do people still say that?
And not just any bling. This here's a genuine pendant of Inquisition.
Pendant of
given
Inquisition.
To me by Lord Samu Mac after I personally checked the 160,000 orifices of 20,000 guests at the security checkpoint of His Majesty's summer soiree.
Classy.
Tell me we're not going to do that.
Gambling, Neil, salute.
Salmon Mac
Still
is
looking for the
handsome.
rebels, so...
Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute.
That wasn't backhanded.
Okay.
Don't go anywhere, Frankie.
Why would I go?
I'll try
I
that
feel a
sewer
hot
then.
streak coming on.
I believe
Ooh,
that
that's
it was
brutal.
trying to point me towards that. Hey, toasters!
When your toaster's gone kaput, bring it down to Radio Yurt.
Nicky may charge an arm and a leg, but at least his poetry sucks.
It costs 4 lots of grain to use this payphone. I remember when it was just a half bladder of lamp oil.
If I'm gonna be franchised out, I should at least be collecting licensing fees. I'm picking up a faint whiff of disestablishmentarianism.
Yeah, that was
I
a
think
hint.
that's
Thank you
Stinky's
very
famous
much.
kelp nuggets.
The manhole. Yep. Let's try here.
Well, that was an interesting
The rebels would
shortcut.
be on the ground, you'd think. Are they the rebels?
Hey, mole cultists. How's it going?
Okay. Please don't snarl at us again.
Why would I do that? I've got Max's brain back, and everything's right with the world.
Right.
Salmon Mac is handsome. Salmon Mac is cute.
When we think of Salmon Mac, we give a big salute. Hey, you gave a backhanded salute. Are you a rebel?
Rebels, where?
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
That should keep him busy for the next few hours. So are you a rebel or not?
We're much more than mere rebels.
Hey, aren't
To
you?
defeat Salmon Mac, you will need a weapon that our rebel forefathers originally used to separate his tyrannical brain from his spoiled body back in ancient Egypt.
It's the mole girl that had braces before, isn't it?
No, we speak of the brain screw.
Ooh, pointy and dangerous. Two of my favorite things.
Bring the sacred weapon close to Salmon Mac, and we'll take care of the rest.
Bring the brain screw to Salmon Mac. Easy peasy.
I fear it will be neither easy nor peasy.
But fear not.
It is.
I wasn't.
We have obtained several
She
tools
still
to help
lisps.
you in your quest.
Still lips.
My psychic toys! I've missed you boys.
Many more people sacrifice
There we go, I got my
dignity
toys.
and 401ks to steal these infernal amusements out from under Salmon Mac's all-seeing gaze. Use them wisely.
Wisely. That's adorable. Hey, Sam! Giddy up!
Reverend submission is tough on the knees.
That's nice. Hey, I got us a case.
Really?
Yeah! The case of Salmon Mac's missing brain screw.
Ooh, sounds pointy and dangerous.
It better be, or you better get used to carrying me around.
I've been carrying you for years. Well, if Salmon Mac's missing his brain screw, we'd better bring it back to him. He's probably in the throne room at the museum. Someday we should get around to properly burying Samuth and Maximus.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
It's the least we can do for the ancestors of our future saviors.
You have any idea what they're talking about?
Only marginally.
What is that all?
How long is he going to be out like that?
We'll keep him under until reality reasserts itself.
I wish I had hands so I could draw a monocle on his face. Hey, my brain water's pretty warm, Sam. Try sticking his hand in my jar.
Admire sacred mosaic.
Look, these grotty little mole people have made a primitive mosaic of Lord Salmon Mac.
That's me, Sam!
I think it's cute that you maintain such a positive self-image, Max.
Okay, let's get out. Now, if I understand what I have to do, get back to the gift vault. Now that I have my toys.
Salmon Mac shatters storm. Citizens rejoiced as Lord Salmon Mac used his mighty powers.
He points out that there's a picture.
And advanced to his annual visit to our fair city. And look, there's a picture.
Rhinoplasty.
Well, let me help you out with that, little buddy.
Don't mind if you do.
Okay, let's get back. Get into the Soto, get back to the old man.
I'd better go to the museum to give Lord Salmon Mac his brain screw. I bet I'll get a cool reward.
Probably not. Grandpa Stinky, come back.
Rhinoplasty.
Look at me, Sam! I'm a low-pressure system! I'm like a cushy government job, but with thunder!
Are you precipitating?
Sure. Precipitating, that's it.
Would you look at that?
Ah, come back here, Max.
The weather's turning. I can feel it.
Yo, Stinky.
Ah, again with the interruptions. Lord Salmon Mac won't be happy if I'm late, you know.
Neil.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
My poor knees.
Blasphemer.
Heretic alert! Heretic alert! Heretic alert!
Heretic alert!
Heretic, you blithering Egypt! I've got bad knees!
Tell it to the pit of contrition, punk.
No! I love Lord Salmon Mac!
Sam and Max, in recognition of the great service you've done to your lord and master, I have been instructed by Salmon Mac himself to reward you with one of his accessories of privilege.
Yay!
The ornament of fealty.
Aw, he shouldn't have.
As you are, everyone.
Well done, Max.
Well, that's one.
What?
Just a little brain cramp.
Preparations are being made. Gather more accessories of privilege so that Sam can get next to Salmon Mac.
No problem.
And don't forget to bring the brain screw.
Yeah. Sheesh, what a nag.
Who are you talking to, Max?
An imaginary friend. I call him Floyd J. Dalrymple.
You and your wacky psychic powers. Our Lord Salmon Max sure loves his corn dogs.
100% all beef. Haven't spoken to Stinky yet.
How's it shaking?
Oh joy, it's Chico and the man. Can we just cut to the chase? I've got important Salmon Mac business to attend to.
I wonder if they'll destroy Grandpa Stinky's thingy of tithing now that he's a heretic and all.
Oh no, they'll just pass it on to the next schlub that gives Salmon Mac a one-of-a-kind gift.
Wow, he's omnipotent, but he still takes time to recycle. Now who are you texting?
My lawyer.
For Grandpa Stinky?
For me! With Grandpa up on heresy charges, the whole Stinky family's going to be under a dark cloud.
So to speak.
Salmon Mac.
Lord Salmon Mac sure is swell, isn't he?
Oh, I know, and so powerful. Oh, and wealthy, and powerful.
You said powerful twice.
What can I say? I like power.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
And so they kneel instead of standing? Is that the joke? I only just got it.
Guys, grow some basal ganglia.
You look busy, so we'll let you get back to your work.
It's been great, guys. Let's do this again real soon.
Stinky's, catering to Lord Salmon Mac since 1923.
Since when does Stinky's cater?
It's right there on the truck, Max.
Can I enter the diner? It's full of boxes of corn
Stinky's
dogs.
is packed with crates of corn dogs for Salmon Mac's endless feast.
Truth be told, I've never had a corn dog in my life. I don't even know what that tastes like. I know what it is, I just never had any.
What's that?
Wow, that last case must have pranked your frontal cortex more than usual, Max. That's one of Salmon Mac's fabulous animatronic auto-idols. The Boy King uses them to receive praise, address the masses, and keep an eye out for nasty heretics.
They're not that common down here anyway.
Don't be blasphemous, little pal. It looks like Salmon Mac. Ooh, we're about to be addressed.
Salmon Mac is mighty. Salmon Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord
Salmon
Salmon Mac is more than we can stand.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Salmon Mac, Pharaoh of Pharaohs, ruler of reality here. I just wanted to say that I hereby decree that aglets are now the most wonderful thing in the whole world. Carry on.
Darn, no aglets. If I had some, I would have given them to him. Card, the last more or less honest credit card.
Normally I'd be leery of a pizza franchise.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I already got that. The rat had a second Grandpa Stinky is back. Wait, what? I didn't notice. Well, that's good news at least that they didn't keep him.
The Pharaoh sure loves a good light show.
I guess I can transform into a toaster perhaps at some point, if need be.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Yeah.
It was inside the box? I didn't pay attention.
What sort of low-rent criminal shenanigans are you and your kin perpetrating out here?
And please keep in mind
Think
that
it was
I
a
can see the
glitch?
future, so I'll know if we'll be
I may have to rewatch later then.
on.
Hey, there's nothing illegal going on here, honest. Me and my cousins were just engaging in a little friendly
It could
wagering
be.
over
It could have been.
Max, what you call it, gladiatorial bouts.
Really?
Yeah. Of course we don't actually bet on who wins or loses. That Skunkape gorilla's impossible to beat. So we bet on what the general's finishing move's gonna be.
Finishing move? How 90s.
When General Skunkape finishes off an opponent, he'll use one of his 6 signature moves to do the deed. Before each fight, we make bets on which one it's gonna be.
Fascinating.
No, it's not.
Humor the little rat guy, Max. Mind if I lay down a bet?
You, a freelance cop, gambling on the street like a common rat? Hey, guys, wake up!
What?
What? The high and mighty freelance policeman wants to make a bet on the next fight.
Bring him on!
More money for us!
So, which move do you think Skunkape will use next?
Welcome back to Sam and Max Arena of
Hell if I know. I got a few minutes to stop in, so I have a very important announcement. Hi, Sadi Guy. Make your announcement.
the defending champion, General
Fuck! Okay, thank you very much for your input. Didn't see that one coming. Gorilla thigh squeeze. Great ape leg sweep. Gorilla girly slap.
20 simoleons on the Gorilla Girly Slap.
Sam, since when do you have any cash? And, where are you carrying it?
Great announcement.
A, since Sam and Mac kicked us out of our office, we've been saving a bundle by living out of the DeSoto, and B, none of your damn business.
Touche.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
Let's see. How's about the
Didn't
Simeon
sleep at all
sucker
last
punch?
night.
The Simeon scissor kick is calling to me, Frankie.
And I'll pick the, Gorilla Thigh Squeeze. But first, I better go get some cash.
He has a Mista card.
What's that all about?
Frankie doesn't trust us, so he never carries any cash when he's around us.
Subsequently, he always has to run off to the ATM machine every
Having
time
trouble
he makes a
sleeping,
bet.
Side Guy?
Hey, Paulie, you just called it an ATM machine.
So what?
So that's redundant, that's what.
I'm back.
An
It's a good
AT machine
thing,
machine.
too. Rosencrantz and Guildenstern here were starting to put me into a coma.
Shh, the fight's about to start.
Looks like another blasphemous mole man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Skunkape circles the ring. The challenger runs for his life. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it, the Simeon scissor kick?
I lost.
And the crowd goes wild.
No thigh squeeze? Oh.
Oh, come on, Skunkape. You
Destroy the
just
machine,
did
or I guess I could transform into a credit card since there is a picture of one.
right in La Bonza.
I'm not sure what good that would do me right now, though. I could also transform into a toaster. You say sleep is not for you, by the way, Sidey Guy. Yeah, I started watching Sherlock last night like I said I would. I went to sleep late as well as a result. You might bet his batch? Now, I think I need to get it properly, not steal it from someone, like I did the first one, like doing something for Sam and Mac that grants it to me, so to speak. I was watching the stream until 3 a.m. Then when it ended, I couldn't sleep. Oh, I started watching Tintin on Netflix this afternoon since I saw that it was available on there. Hadn't watched that in quite a few years. Decided to become all powerful and reject the notion of sleep. Watched YouTube all night and slept in.
It's just the 28.5% annual interest rate talking, but I'm feeling a mite peckish right now.
A mite peckish? Have you been watching British TV again?
I can't help it. The short seasons appeal to my limited attention span. Whee! I can't believe that the Stinkies are actually catering to that reality-altering cheese weasel. Smells pretty good, though.
Yeah, actually, I was curious to see if we would have the Danish dub available, but we didn't. We only have French and Dutch, for whatever reason. I guess they figured nobody here would be interested in watching them in a different language. I don't know.
I can't believe that the Stinkies smells pretty...
I can hardly...
I was curious to listen to other languages, but we don't have a lot of choice. Commemorative plaque. Where is that ATM machine anyway? I only woke up when my mom yelled to help with garbage. I had to take them out myself earlier tonight, actually. They get picked up on Friday morning. Ethnic Burg, the museum.
Okay, let's have a nice firm chat with this body-stealing crock muncher.
That's no way to talk about our divine leader, Max.
Ah, good grief.
Kick him in the scarabs.
Do it! Do it!
It was garbage day here too, but my dad is usually up super early for work, so he takes care of it. I'm always the one taking care of it here in the house.
You are truly our fiercest and smelliest warrior.
I live for your praise, my liege.
You know, I enjoy a good pummeling as much as the next brain in a jar, but that seemed really unfair.
It may seem unfair, little buddy, but it's the only way those stinking rebels will learn to accept Salmon Mac's righteous rule.
You're creepy when you're sycophantic, Sam.
There's something in the stand here. No? Never mind. It's just decoration.
Inner circle members only. I don't think we're supposed to go in there.
Yeah, I need the badges.
We're the freelance police.
We had to go to the garbage dump. I think that's what it would be called. A lot of paper and flamingo.
Allowed within 10 cubits of the boy king.
Aww.
And how does sniveling jerk like you get to
Some
be in the
old
inner
useless
circle?
metal.
The same way as everyone else.
I wouldn't care if I had to do it, but these MFs come so early for it, so...
How can I get these accessories?
Just do exceptionally good deeds on Salmon Mac's behalf, like I did. Now scat.
Well,
Or are you
wasn't
killing
very
flamingos?
nice, but it won't stop me from returning Lord Salmon Mac's brain screw.
Like,
I
you
just
really
need to
do
muscle up
actually
some
have
accessory
flamingos
things.
flying around the garbage dump?
What's that?
That is Lord Salmonac's magnificent pyramid of corn dogs, a meticulously balanced marble of nearly 340 stinky brand corn dogs. Don't you natives know anything about your own country?
All right, Egypt boy. You could steal my silky fur and my charming cartilage, but you'll never take away my snack time indulgences. In the name of the sweet, the salty, and the cheap yellow mustard, I hereby liberate these corn dogs!
What is that?
It's a credit card, my liege.
A credit card, Very well. Listen up, everyone. This is Samunak. Forget what we said before. From now on, credit cards are a scourge upon the land and our least favorite thing ever. So, if you see a credit card, rip it to shreds.
That means the rat will not be able to place his bets anymore.
They destroyed the foundations of the U.S. economy over a pile of corn dogs.
What, again?
Oh, well, that was fortunate. Salivate over appetizers.
What spread? Let's see. We've got boar a la Pharaoh, ram's blood jigglers, scarab crunch, and ooh, is that scorpion noodle bake?
Yeah, I was gonna say earlier, the garbage dump for us, it's mostly just a collection of containers, and you have to sort out your stuff into the different containers. There's usually some employees of the town that are there to prevent you from putting the wrong garbage into the wrong thing. You can go dispose of your broken appliances and stuff like that. Polystyrene, we call it flamingo here. Ah, okay. Ah, sorry. Had to look up what it was called in English. Ah, okay, yeah. Yeah, that's where we have to bring our polystyrene when we have any. Well, yeah, for recycling, yeah, we have recycling containers, and there are people paid to pay attention to you putting the thing in the right containers and stuff like that when you go. It's free for anyone to go, but you have to give your ID card to be allowed in, because you can only bring your own garbage to the one of those container parks that's in your town that you're from, that you reside in. And you're only allowed like 5 cubic meters of wastes per year to bring there or something like that. Usually just throw a bunch of garbage bags full of plastic in the back of my truck and pray to God they don't fly out. Yeah. Frankie the Rat, Gift Vault. Well, I guess I have to get back to Frankie the Rat, don't I?
Give the Pharaoh an aglet, but he had every last one of them destroyed.
Yeah, because you can't go to the one that's not in your town, because you pay your recycling taxes to the town in Belgium the way it works. It's not a federal tax, it's a local town tax per town for recycling and collecting your garbage and stuff. That's the reason.
Franklin?
Again?
Don't tell him nothing, Frankie.
Different taxes you pay to different levels of authority of the state. Sort of. That sort of thing. And garbage, it's got to do with your town.
Could you run through this whole gladiatorial gambling thing again?
You probably couldn't tell, but I was asleep the last time.
Sure, no problemo. Like I said, me and the boys like to bet on which of the 6 signature finishing moves General Skunkape uses to annihilate
Try to the nearest place, throw things out, and drive home. Well, if you have some employees that are not too how shall we say, they don't care too much about their job, then they might let you in without checking out your idea. But normally there's always supposed to be someone there guarding the place with the containers, and they make sure that you have the right idea to be allowed in. But anyway, the only thing that we can't leave any bags. Accessory. Place a bet.
I'd like to make another bet.
Hey, it's your loss, Squinky.
He may bet his badge now. Gorilla Vice Grease. How can I find out which thing he's gonna use anyway?
Gorilla thigh squeeze.
All right, cousins of mine, Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'll take the Space Ape Kidney Punch.
20 big ones on the
Here, each town has their own garbage bags, and you have to buy them from your town. Otherwise, the garbage bag collectors that go by your houses, they won't even pick it up if it's not the right bag for the right town and stuff.
credit cards.
Pulverize it.
And they're expensive on purpose, because that way you pay towards the recycling and the disposal of the stuff that can't be recycled and so on.
They've got it under control.
No! Now what'll I bet?
How
Your
about that
badge.
funky pendant of yours?
The Pendant of Inquisition? But it was a gift from Sam O'Mac himself. An accessory, what do you call it? Privilege.
But if you win, you'll have that.
We have 3 types of garbage bags, in fact.
Hey, good point.
Those from the town, the blue ones that you put your tins in, that like metal and some types of plastic in for recycling.
Undefeated champion Skunkape.
And the waste for compost.
Boom goes the dynamite. Skunkape's moving in for the kill.
And then every 3 weeks they also collect the paper and cardboard wastes. But you don't have to put those in bags. Just take out your cardboards and papers and they just pick them
Well,
up.
come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
Ah, jeez, I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
Hey, no one won. Now what happens?
Everyone gets their bets back and we live to bet another day, tough guy.
Right in the Labanza.
Wait, I didn't get the badge. What do I do now? Maybe I need to talk to the guy?
Come on!
I'm dreaming of a pyramid of corn dogs.
Normal trash, paper and cardboard, and then bio trash. Well, we have all those 3, plus another one for metal tins and, the tins, cans and stuff. Some types of plastic like PET bottles and PET bottles. And some other types of plastic. And the Tetra Packs, which are these bricks that you get milk in or some fruit juice. Some types of fruit juice. We recycle those too. People are paid then to sort whatever you put in those bags at the recycling plant. Gift vault. Well, I guess if I go to the museum, maybe I can get the... Yeah, there are bags that are made of a plastic that's made of it's made of stuff that disintegrates by itself, I guess. Those bags. And as a matter of fact, they tend to disintegrate before you can even take them out. Sometimes just a week, and they already start to get holes in them and stuff like that, because they do decompose over a very short period of time. Some shops also give you this type of plastic to
Looks like
wrap your vegetables when you buy them from the supermarket and that sort of thing.
Therapy and almost as funny.
Although I think they've stopped doing that now.
Looks like Skunk Ape's working out a lot of unresolved issues on those...
It's cheaper than therapy. How many times have I told you, Sam? Never gamble without my help.
Okay. If I see into the future what move he's gonna use next. That's the one.
What the... Apparently, the future is a hellish nightmare of slow-motion action movie cliches.
I'll be getting too old for that shit.
Stop.
But, I only want to see what move he's going to use.
Graspy little fella, isn't he?
You'd think his future biceps would have a little muscle tone after all
Or
that
you use the
gladiating.
thing on the radio so you know what's gonna be said on the radio instead. How stupid do you have to be, Rudy? Okay. Stupid me. I just have to use this thing on the radio. What's he doing?
I'd give the Pharaoh an aglet, but he had every last one of them destroyed.
Right in the Rabanza.
Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use?
I should have known.
Oh man, that was even more useless than usual.
What the heck? It didn't work?
Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it...
Oh, come on, Skunkape. Use your stinking hands.
Ah, jeez. I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time.
No thigh squeeze? Ah,
that's brutal.
Okay, no thigh squeeze and no simian move. I have to use this as hints. We might have to sort metal and plastic soon. It's just a wonder of how they will do it. Like, do we get individual trash bins or will we have to share with the street we live on?
come on!
Skunkape's finishing moves are hella dorky.
I get that some use the hands and some use the feet, but what's the difference between the simian, ape, and gorilla moves? Franklin?
Again?
What's the sure way to tell what move he's gonna use then?
I'd like to make another bet.
No hands, no thigh squeeze, and no simian. Uh-huh. It's not simian. A punch that uses the hands. It's not the gorilla thigh squeeze. It's not simian then. Girly slap, that would be with the hands. I guess it's the great ape leg sweep then. That leaves only this one.
$20 on the great ape leg sweep.
All right, cousins of mine. Sam has made his bet. What are your picks?
I'm liking that gorilla girly slap.
The simian scissor kick is calling to me, Frankie.
And I'll pick the, gorilla thigh squeeze. And I guess I'll just throw my pendant back in there.
Looks like another blasphemous mole
Okay.
man has entered the ring to face off against Salmon Mac's undefeated champion, Skunkape. Let's see how he does. Oh my! This one's almost over before it even had a chance to start. Skunkape's moving in for the kill. Which one of his signature moves will he use? Is it... Oh my!
Come on.
Yes! It's
There we go.
great
It's the right
leg
one.
Sweep, and the crowd goes wild!
No thigh squeeze? Ah.
Oh, come on,
Hey, I got the
Skunkape.
badge.
Use your stinking hands.
Ah, jeez. I thought for sure he'd use one of them simian moves this time. Come to Papa.
No!
Hey, what about the cash?
This accessory of privilege is all we need to get closer to the glory of Salmon Mac.
Works for us.
Okay, there we go.
Well done, Max.
That's 2 out of 3?
What?
Yeah, I think it's 3, isn't it?
Our agents are almost in place. Obtain another accessory of privilege so that Sam may get close to the Pharaoh.
I'm all over it.
I wonder when I'm gonna have to transform into a toaster. I mean, you get the option, so maybe it is required at some point. So I need to get the Pharaoh a gift that's unique and is the only one in the world or something like that. Ah, toaster. No? Is that it?
In 1999, the Wedge
Gotta go start my preparations to wage war on Home Depot. Yeah, see ya, man. Best of luck with that.
Ooh! What is that?
Uh-huh.
Toaster, your omnipotence.
I may have already figured it out then.
Greetings, everyone! This is Salmon Mac, the Divine, speaking. From this
Toaster!
day forward, toasters are the most exalted things in all the universe, ranking just below yours truly on the awesome meter. Just thought you should know.
If I had one of those, I could give it to Salmon Mac.
Let's do it. Need to transform into one and go to the vault and gift it. back to Frankie the Rat then. He's gonna do the thing again. No. Okay.
I'd give the Pharaoh an aglet, but he had every last one of them destroyed.
Yeah, that's a hint as to what the next thing to do is, but I guess I figured it out now, no? Unless it's not that easy.
Sam, get a load of me! I'm
For the love of Salmon Mac, don't say it.
toasty.
Okay, the vault reminds me of the animated film, The Little Courageous Toaster. Was pretty popular when I was little.
Hey, Sal.
Sam.
A gift.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
We'll see about that. What you got?
A toaster.
How about a toaster?
Ooh, nice.
You think Salmon Mac will like it?
Didn't you hear? Those wedge coat toasters are like his favorite thing in the whole wide world.
Great.
Yeah, people have been giving him toasters all day. Oh, the vault's jammed full of them. The last thing he needs is another dang toaster.
Darn.
That was a bit too easy then. Huh. Well, bummer.
How about a handsome but seldom useful firearm?
Lord Salmon.
Yeah, I should have known that it would be too easy.
An army by wrinkling his cute little nose.
I didn't know my cute little nose could wrinkle.
Never mind then.
On second thought, I don't think I have anything worthy of his plenipotency at the moment.
I hear you. I got
I guess I have to pick something. I have to get the Pharaoh to like something that's not gonna be so easy to come by for the common people.
Catch you later, Sal. Hail Salmon Mac.
Hail Salmon Mac right back at you, Sam.
Oh, brother.
Go back to the museum then.
I'm dreaming of a pyramid of corn dogs.
Is that a hint? Big fan. Fudgy stick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on then. Aside from a toaster, there's nothing else I can transform into, so it has to be the
Salmon
thing.
Mac sure does love his corn dogs.
But
You may have my body, you phony pharaoh, but all your corn dogs are belong to Max.
that's why he said he wants a pyramid of corn dogs.
Look at me! I'm dancing on the grave of your hopes and dreams.
Now the Pharaoh will have all of the toasters in the world to get destroyed.
It's a wedge coat toaster, sir.
And I can get the Pharaoh to love toasters again and then donate it. And there won't be any other than the one that I have.
Creation. Forget what we said before. From now on, toasters are officially the most horrid, beastly things in the whole wide world. And if you see a toaster and you want to make us happy, break it into tiny little bits.
Wow, that means every toaster in the world is now utterly and irrevocably destroyed.
But where does that leave toaster pastries?
Room temperature, little buddy. Room temperature.
Oh. Now, can I get the Pharaoh to declare that toasters are the best thing in the world again, now that they're all gone?
Hi-ho, everybody. Just thought you should know that the best
Okay.
in the world are now toasters. Bye-bye.
Imagine if real world leaders were like that. we had to put up with the whims of a leader like this. And yeah, he's not a toaster anymore, so I have to get him to become a toaster again. Yeah, Max, okay, we get it.
My offerings to Salmon Mac will never stand out when so many people are giving him the same thing.
Yeah, but I've got that sorted out now. Because those in the vault would have been destroyed too, as a matter of fact, I didn't have to come back here. Okay.
I've got a gift for Lord Salmon Mac.
Let's try it again.
I can't accept just any old thing, you know. The omnipotent one is kind of picky. What you got?
A toaster.
Is that?
Yes, it is.
Oh, Lord Salmon Mac's
It's definitely a child.
Wedge-coat toasters are his favorite things in the world.
So I've heard.
But they've been so scarce since the purging. Where'd you find this one?
I made it. It's amazing what you can do with a glue gun, some pipe cleaners, and a little imagination.
Amazing. Well, I'll just stash this bad boy in the vault.
Sam, in gratitude for your truly one-of-a-kind offering,
I've got all three now.
has ordered me to present you with one of his accessories of privilege. A medallion of superlative tithing.
I don't know what to say.
Gratitude would be appropriate, peon.
Thank you, Salmon Mac. Hey, you're back, little brain buddy. Wait a sec. If you're here, what about...
Don't overthink it, Sam.
Sweet hopping Horus on a two-headed asp. I've got 3 accessories of privilege. You know what that means, Max?
We get a free hoagie on our next visit?
No, it means I'm worthy of basking in the transcendent radiance of Lord Salmon Mac's divine personage.
I prefer the hoagies.
You don't even have a mouth. I wonder if I should shave first.
To the museum!
That spindly old mole woman's really holding her own against Skunky.
Who knew that Dame Judi Dench exterior was hiding the
Dame
ninja
Judi.
skills of Mila Jovovich?
I don't think Mila Jovovich
Dame Judi
is really a
Dench.
ninja, Max.
That's M in James Bond, isn't it? Oh, no, not M. What's her name again? Or it is M, I think. Yeah, in the James Bond movies. Press toaster button. Wait.
This should be fun.
Stop! Who dares trespass into the inner circle of the Lord High Salmon Mac?
I dare, Grand Vizier Pepperpot.
And we've got the bling of whatever to prove it.
It appears to give
Bling
out
of whatever.
accessories of privilege to anyone these days. Very well. Let it be written that Salmon Mac's freelance police have been granted entry into the inner circle of the Lord High Salmon Mac, maker of worlds and breather of life. Welcome, Salmon Max. Try not to bother the Lord High. He's a busy god.
Should I try the brain screw?
Oh, most mighty and glorious Lord Salmon Mac, I have something you might be interested in.
There.
Sic-semper tyrannis!
Hey now, Missy,
Junior.
be careful with that thing.
Sam, no!
You furry fool!
No!
Well done, my wet-nosed and faithful servant. Now, finish off this wretched assassin.
Isn't that a little harsh? How about we just slap her with a fine or revoke her internet privileges for a few days?
Kill her!
Come on, Sam, don't be a jerk.
No, Sam, don't do it!
I'm sorry, my liege. I can't do it.
What? Ha! Paperweight? How could you let her escape?
Oh, I am so very sorry, Your Perfectness.
And you have disappointed us for the first and only time, Sam. Into the pit of contrition with you!
Yes, your awesomeness.
Yes, I shall enjoy this.
Let the divine punishment begin!
I guess I have to take down the big gorilla. Oh, that was my best tie.
For this earth cur.
But we only imprisoned you in the penal zone a couple of hours ago.
Yes, but due to the temporal differences between this dimension and the...
Blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and fight.
Yes, your gloriousness.
Yes, your wonderfulness.
Let us see what you've got.
Hey, Skunky!
What?
I'm drawing a blank. Paperweight taunt, mole man taunt, H taunt.
I've been wondering. What? Can you get free space gas with your AARP card?
Well, hey, Panda. Hello there. How's it going?
You clumsy oaf. Do you know how much that equipment costs?
What's that?
A child could have seen that move coming.
Just having a chicken salad?
Max, little help here?
Future vision.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Looks like you're gonna win!
That's very, comforting.
Still standing? I'm impressed.
I'm still
If this is all it
standing.
takes, you'll be really impressed when I kick your crimson keister. Hey,
Taunt.
Skunky!
What?
I can't believe you're doing Paperweight's dirty work.
What are you talking about?
I don't see him in here getting all sweaty with Mole Man, do you?
The only thing Paperweight is good for is fetching me more grapes after my battles.
Did that serve any purpose?
Hey, Skunky!
What?
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh?
Yeah, that was the one. I didn't pick the right one.
You know, when he ditched your little alliance of the B-list supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie!
Ah, my eyes!
Attack him!
Oh.
That music strongly resembles music from Star Trek.
Feeble blows cannot topple me.
The fight between James T. Kirk and what's his name again? Spock. It resembles it. A bit too close.
Don't just stand there like a drooling Who-Man. Hit me.
Ah, crap.
Oh, very amusing.
Max?
Future vision.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so
It's close,
sensitive
but
about
not
getting
exactly
dumped
the
by
same. It is definitely copyrighted.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so...
Okay. I need to keep pressing the same point.
Why don't you fall?
After... you. Hey, Skunk Ape! Paperweight broke your heart when he broke the alliance, didn't he?
I told you, I broke up with him.
Liar!
Ah, my eyes! Oh.
Yeah, but that's not enough though, is it?
Hey, Skunk Ape!
What?
So, the mole men giving you a good fight?
Don't be ridiculous. Those dreary little mole men barely get my pulse racing. It's all I can do not to double over laughing when I see them running around the arena.
There we go. Okay.
With Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
How dare you!
Hey, Skunky, what?
Somehow I need to get the Pharaoh distracted by the things on the ceiling, I think. Then use the mole taunt, and then this one.
Miss the senior dinner discount at Stinky's.
Stop hacking at my planetarium, you clod!
Uh-huh. The Pharaoh is distracted now?
Hey, Skunky, what?
Yeah.
Didn't any of the mole people give you a good fight?
Well, that desiccated old mole
Like that
woman
dated?
had some fight in her. Certainly a lot more than the male of her species.
Hey! With Mole! Down with the Pharaoh!
Like in this universe they dated, maybe.
So cool.
Okay, now the hands of the mole men are outside. No? Yeah, okay. And now if I taunt the right thing...
What?
Getting dumped.
It must have hurt when Paperweight dumped you, huh? What are you?
He's gonna be knocked back. They will grab his head, his legs, I suppose.
Supervillains.
What? Paperweight didn't break the alliance. I broke it. I dumped him.
That's a lie!
Ah, my eyes!
Attack.
Hi-ya!
Oh.
Finish him!
Yeah, there we go. I think I got it. Well, finish him then. Doesn't matter which one I pick.
I have had enough of you.
I knew you could do it, Sam. Even though I may have secretly placed some side bets against you.
I couldn't have done it without you, Max. Who knew Skunk Ape was so sensitive about getting dumped by Paperweight?
Must we do everything around here? If you will not submit to our champion, then we will personally have the pleasure of scraping you from the papyrus of reality.
Try not to ruin my face, Sam.
And don't think we haven't noticed you meddling with our stolen toys.
Ah, croco dung.
Now, insect.
Chose the worst one. You should have chosen finish him, not finish him.
I can't, your gloriousness.
That's more like it.
Max, give me a hand here.
But I don't have any hands, Sam. Or magic toys.
When has that stopped you before?
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Salute, kneel, non sequitur. Taunt, Sam, what now? Salute.
Sam and Mac is stupid. Sam and Mac is lame.
You're next, Brain.
Uh-oh.
I got nothing.
Go ahead, hit me.
Well, he's not gonna attack it, he's not gonna taunt either. The answer has to be somewhere in there. Kneel, maybe? Or salute?
Sam and Mac is handsome. Sam and Mac is cute.
When we think of Sam and Mac, we give a big salute.
Crap, no, that's not quite it.
Careful, Kerr. You almost hit me.
That's almost it, I think. Maybe if he kneels first?
Sam and Mac is mighty. Sam and Mac is grand.
The brilliance of Lord Sam and Mac is more than we can stand.
Kneeling won't save you now, traitor.
And now salute.
Sam and Mac is handsome. Sam and Mac is cute.
Yep, yeah, I think you got it, Monica.
Sam
Yep.
and Mac, we give a big salute. never be a Grand Vizier now. Ooh, have I got a headache. Hey, did I just miss out on one of those reality makeover capers?
Yep, you were pretty much useless through the whole thing.
Dang.
Don't worry, though. I saved the day all by myself, even though I had my hands, legs, and all my internal organs tied behind my back.
Hey, nice work, little buddy.
Now hurry up and put my brain back in my body. This jar's starting to fog up.
There you are, Max. Good as, new.
Ooh, it's tight in here. All that demon broth must have fattened up my brain.
We'll get you on a steady diet of brain-shrinking reality shows tomorrow.
Brain-shrinking reality shows, I love it.
Before another delusional jerkwad gets his hands on it.
Aside from me, you mean?
Sam is coming! Sam is coming! Sam is coming!
You don't have to repeat yourself.
And besides, I'm right here.
Actually...
What is that?
This is just like that dream I had last night. I wonder if he studied for his finals.
Why don't you ask them?
Uh-oh. What, reality shows? Why?
Max?
What?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
Shouldn't I be waking up about now?
Shouldn't I be waking up now? A good question from a good dog. And one that you are no doubt asking yourself
Why?
even now. Along with, who is the ominous Dr. Norrington? How did Monsieur Papier-Weight survive for over a century? And what is the dealio with all those naked Sams?
Nah, she binges Criminal Minds.
We'll have answers of a sort to these questions.
That's a
in
very
our
different
next
kind of
chapter.
entertainment.
Until then, my friends, sleep well.
Sleep well. Actually, I barely ever watch TV these days. Couldn't care less about regular TV. I'm gonna start episode 4 today because I may not have quite as much time to stream tomorrow night, and I'd like to have just enough time to finish episode 4 tomorrow. So I won't be done. I'm not done. I'm gonna start the next episode. Just watch anime. Reality shows are usually fake, and they seem to be the same brain that stuff. Yeah. Exactly. These days on TV, it's not so much just reality shows. I don't know why there is a trend these past few years. It's only stuff about cooking for whatever reason. You know, the Gordon Ramsay type of thing. Well, not with him for us, but that sort of thing. Or stuff derived from that. Cooking and baking reality shows. Yeah, exactly. Baking reality shows. We got those too. Or the almost perfect dinner or something like that, where people invite other people to their home and then everyone like gives a score for the cooking, a score for the decoration and that sort of thing. It's always something around cooking, so to speak. Or just recipe shows, like, oh, if you want to cook this, then you have to do it like this, and you've got, like, those at noon for lunch, you've got them in the evening for dinner. Never stops. Alright, well, I'm gonna close this one and then launch episode 4. Okay, there we go. Let's get started on the next one already. New game. You want to start a new game? Yes, I do. Because I want to watch Belgium play tomorrow night, so I may not have quite as much time to stream. Stinkies.
Oh, I can't believe you fired Sal.
Of course I did, you conniving banshee. I can't have my food prepared by a 10-stone cockroach.
We're closed. You better tell them that.
Attack of the Dead Sams. Or something. It's a zombie Sam
Who knows
apocalypse.
What horrible truths lurk behind the tinted windows of our neighbors' souls.
Ooh.
Our intrepid heroes certainly don't. They're just relieved to find a safe harbor from the half-naked horde that has pursued them since their stirring defeat of the mad pharaoh Samunmak. But soon, you and the freelance police will be forced to throw open the creaking shutters and clumsily draw back the moldy curtains to reveal the awful secrets that lie beyond the Alley of the Dolls.
Alley of the Dolls, okay. Was that our version only has reality stars, but I watched the UK version once. It was regular people. Some weird ones once in a while, but it was so funny. Okay. Or yeah, it's true, they'll do specials every now and then. With celebrities. Of the Devil's Playhouse.
So, after I put Max's brain back in his body, we were suddenly beset by scads of brain-dead simulacra.
I prefer doppelgangers.
We thought all they wanted was that spooky toy box, but after they yanked it away, they
no
turned their
subtitles.
attention on us.
Actually, I think they were mostly interested in me.
I need to arrange that. Ah, yeah, it's not gonna let me.
We ran for the DeSoto, but it had been surrounded by a gang of me's.
So naturally, you came here.
Better to stock up on canned foods and ammo for the upcoming Zombie Sam Armageddon.
I don't think they're zombies, Max.
Zombies, clones, robots, who cares? Just as long as I get the shakes!
Looks like it's time to boil the haggis.
Okay, sorry. The 4 people getting together and eating at each other's houses is only celebs here. It gets boring hearing them almost talk about the same thing. Did you see the furry dating show? No. Not heard about that. Furry dating show? I'm afraid I haven't. Turn those on. Check. Return to game.
No more Sams. No more Sams.
Hey, Donkey Wrong. Want to pitch in and help
Donkey
us with
Wrong?
the boys?
What happened to General Skunkape?
Sam happened!
According to Max, I beat the bananas out of him in an alternate reality, which has left him a humiliated husk of a man, per 8.
Don't hurt me.
Of course, being chased
Yeah,
by
called
hundreds of
Sexy
half-dressed
Beast,
persons in the new
okay.
outfit in town can't be helping either.
I guess every type of fantasy gets to have their own reality show these days. On Netflix, there was a UK version like 5 years ago.
Let's see if we can cheer up this
I don't think we
terrifying
have that
attack
on
with a
Netflix
random
here.
selection from Stinky's hot wax dispenser.
You are aware that there's no actual records, CDs, or wax cylinders in there, right?
Wax cylinders. Sounds kind of cringe, I don't know. Well, it's not my thing either.
Stinky.
Oh, good. It's the Harbinger of Doom.
Skunkabe.
I'm sorry I broke your boyfriend.
Boyfriend? What boyfriend? I don't have a boyfriend.
You know, General Skunky. You two seem to be getting along pretty well before Max and I kicked him into the penal zone.
Skunkabe? He's not my boyfriend. I mean, just look at him.
Simulacra.
What do you think the deal is with all these dangerously handsome simulacra?
Doppelgangers.
I'd guess clones.
Really?
Or maybe parallel universe commandos, or pastry golems, or maybe I don't really care since it's not really my job to figure this kind of thing out.
I got a wacky idea. Why don't you help us fight off the Sams?
Your personality alone could probably take out a dozen of them in one blow.
For your information, I'm trying to text the authorities for some help.
Right.
Grandpa Stinky.
I see that you and Grandpa Stinky have reached the plate-throwing phase of your relationship.
Oh, that? That was nothing. Grandpa just fired my chef without consulting me first. I was slightly annoyed.
They had a cockroach
But you know
as
what
the
they
chef of
say,
the
there's
restaurant.
nothing like
That's
being attacked
interesting.
by an army of portly abominations to give you a sense of perspective.
Do people really say that? Why did Grandpa fire Sal anyway?
That's a private matter between me and Grandpa, for the moment.
Probably something to do with him being a cockroach in the kitchen.
Any luck texting the authorities?
None yet, but I'll be sure to let you know if I make a breakthrough.
You do that.
Sal is a great guy.
Well, I can see you're busy. I'll just get
Maybe
back
I
to
can get the
saving our
truth
lives.
out of Grandpa
Hey,
Stinky.
good luck with that.
Grandpa Stinky?
Do you mind? You're spoiling my aim.
Them being in a diner like this, that kind of reminds me of Shaun of the Dead. Just a little bit.
Need any help?
Nah, I've been dreaming about this day for years. Oh, right in the moosh.
What do you think this unprecedented wave of me is all about?
Who cares? I haven't had this much fun in years.
We couldn't help but notice that girl Stinky started flinging plates at your head.
What did she think I was going to do when I discovered that she'd hired a giant cockroach to run my beautiful
Yeah, I
kitchen?
figured.
Well, your tolerance for cockroaches is well known, so I'm sure she probably thought...
Tiny cockroaches as customers, not 6.5-foot tall monstrosities lumbering about my kitchen, dipping their mandibles.
That's a great
in the
movie. Yeah, I
mayonnaise
agree.
and spreading their disease on my crowded
Still haven't watched Hot Fuzz though. I still have to watch that. I admit.
Ken or no ken, that woman's up to no good.
I'll just get back to finding a way out of this mess.
Take your time. I'm having a ball.
Yes, so does Max apparently.
No time for clue-laden banter now, Sam. If we're gonna get out of this alive, I've got no choice but to repeatedly blow your brains out with bullets!
He seems to be taking great pleasure to blowing Max's brains out. Plunder pile of peanut butter balls.
Individually wrapped balls of peanut butter?
Aye. Ever since Mrs. Dolagi went up like a pufferfish, my namby-pamby malpractice attorneys have forced me to dole out my peanut butter in strictly controlled portions.
I didn't even know diners could have malpractice attorneys.
I got one. Apparently.
Skunk ape?
Queen?
Please tell that broken monkey that I'm no one's queen.
No one's queen, yes. No.
Oh, Uberbird!
Poor guy.
This probably isn't the best time to make some toast. But what the hey? Yikes! Guess I won't be making any toast for a while.
I remember when I was a toaster. Hey, good idea! Maybe we can turn this horrific siege into some sort of half-assed, rhythm-based minigame.
We repeat, half-naked, portly dog-like creatures are running amok. Details Details at this time remain sketchy, but we have numerous reports that the Zoftig canines are breaking into people's houses and stealing their children's toys. Well, that'll put some kids in therapy, right, Jet?
No! Whoa, ease off, big fella. I'm pretty upset about the Zaptic crack too, but that's no reason to go ape.
Smooth, Sam.
Speaking of toys, which ones do I have at the
Stripped me
moment?
of my power and my dignity, but I'll be a Polarian babooch before I let them have the last of my toys!
Hey, the monkey's gonna do a card trick!
I don't think so, Max. Those look like the mind-reading cards we saw in that chilling vision of the future that never happened.
Oh, yeah! Gimme!
Give them to you? Hardly. With these cards, I will escape this gorilla-forsaken rock, blast it from orbit, and then move on to conquer the rest of the entire galaxy.
Toys, toys, toys.
Skunkape!
Wow, that was horrible. Maybe we should have done something.
Ah, he'll be okay. Now let's start reading some minds so we can get out of this mess.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I got a new power.
When no one's looking, I'll ditch these losers through my secret tunnel.
Secret
Stinky
tunnel?
has a secret tunnel? When did that happen?
Don't you remember, Max? The secret tunnel under that table over there.
Ah, yeah.
Now, where's that button?
Behind the counter.
Can you read my mind? Do you know all the things I'm thinking of?
Yeah, I know. Not when I'm streaming, huh?
Oh, look at all that beautiful dog meat. I'll be selling my special shepherd stew for months.
Tasty. What? All this shooting's making me hungry.
Okay, well, I guess we have to get out then. No?
Look, it's the button that opens the secret tunnel into the sewer.
Less talky, more pressy, Sam. I've just about run out of amusing ways to shoot you in the face.
Open hickory.
Ah. Need to get rid of the barrel.
Hey, Stinkies! What happened to your secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Maybe looking into the future.
See the way that one fell? Hilarious!
Okay. That was weird.
I'm gonna go try this puppy out on some doggies.
You heard me. Mr. S is...
Mr. S is what?
Sometimes I wish your future visions were a little more expansive, Max.
Come on,
Maybe I need to use a different power?
Come get a whiff of what the stink is cooking.
Or if I use those cards on someone else, no?
When this is over, my so-called granddaughter and I are going to have a wee talk.
When Wilfred and Brimley aren't looking, I'll escape through my backup tunnel.
A backup tunnel? Ingenious.
Really? I was gonna go with paranoid.
Ah,
or
so she
maybe
has
silly.
another tunnel then.
When Wilfred and Brimley aren't looking, I'll escape through my backup tunnel. When Wilfred and Brimley aren't looking, I'll escape through my backup tunnel.
Ha! Won't try that again, will ye?
I don't think I'll be using that toaster until
Yeah, I
get rid
think
of
it's
some of
got
those
something.
stamps.
Sam thinking, maybe. But I think I tried
Boy, I
before.
could sure go for a fudgy freeze right about now. Poor Max. Poor Max. Max is so powerful now, soon he won't even need a partner.
Aww.
Star, Tars, Arts, Rats, Tsar.
Are you casual gaming in your head again?
Well, excuse me for being able to multitask. Star, Tar.
Okay, we had.
Excuse me.
I ran out of things to read in his mind.
You know, for a horrific siege, I find myself curiously at peace.
Ew, it's got peanut butter dog mouth. I hate it when I do that. I don't think I'll be using that toaster until I get rid of some of those Sams.
Getting rid of them? Can't bring himself to do it. Toys, toys, toys. A treat from the freezer?
The greatest combination of ice cream, fudge, and carrot balls this side of the Mississippi. Must resist fudge. Nom 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 nom.
Nom 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 nom.
Sam?
Sorry, Max. You know how I get whenever I get a fudgy freeze in my hand.
But maybe so do they. No?
Must control fudge. Nom 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 nom. I just can't resist those fudgy freezes. I've learned from bitter experience never to drink anything that comes from Stinky's taps, especially the bitters. I think I've got enough peanut butter right now.
Activate it.
I'm not usually this grabby. I don't think I'll be using that toaster until I get rid of some
Oh,
of those
wait. He has it in his mouth or something? Hold on a minute.
I hope you guys love these as much as I do.
There we go. I activated something. I think it was open for a while. Whatever that was, but
Anyone got some darts?
I keep hearing the sound when I activate it.
Croaking and buzzing impotently, just like she left my heart.
Ye infernal beastie!
Using the toaster doesn't do anything, though.
Anyone got some darts? I want to try something.
I don't see anything moving. Oh, wait. That wall here, perhaps? No. That activates something, but I can't see it.
Robbing Stinkies would be wrong.
Yeah, we should wait until Friday night before they've cleared out the till.
Press secret button.
Look, it's the button that opens the secret tunnel into the sewers.
Less talky, more pressy, Sam.
Peanut butter and toaster, you think?
Ways to shoot you in the face.
Open hickory.
No, that one doesn't do anything.
Hey, Stinkies! What happened to your secret tunnel?
Secret tunnel?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Only a barbarian indiscriminately smears peanut butter all over things.
Yeah, okay, well. Well, that doesn't do anything. I'm a barbarian, I guess. That's what they used to call Vikings. If you descend from Vikings, I guess. You know, maybe. In a weird, very stretched way. Ice cream and toaster, you think?
Nah.
And he says nah. Everything in the toaster.
I think I've got enough peanut butter right now.
Wait a minute.
You know, for a horrific siege, I find myself curiously at peace.
I think I've got enough peanut butter right now.
When in doubt, brute force it. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I can't use the future vision on the toaster. I can see... I could see her getting up and going there.
Mr. S is...
Sometimes I wish your future visions were a little more expansive, Max.
Well, yeah, duh. Yeah, and Max just goes back to it. I thought that was it. It saved. Get a knife for Stinky. Cash register.
Did you see the way that one fell? Hilarious!
Spectacularly lazy proprietor of Stinky's Diner.
George Lazenby song the light contest.
Sal General Skunkabe. Yeah, where did Skunkabe go? Oh, yeah, well, yeah, he got grabbed by the doppelgangers.
Shoot on!
Doesn't do anything. I hear something activating, but I don't see where exactly.
Come on! Ha! Won't try that again, will you?
Or at least I think I can hear something.
Do you mind? Your
Trapdoor?
What happened to your secret tunnel?
secret tunnel?
You know, the one under that table over there.
Maybe I need to talk to Stinky.
If I had a secret tunnel, don't you think I would have used it by now?
Good point. Are you sure you don't know anything about a secret tunnel? Because I could swear you were around when we found it a couple of days ago.
I told you, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll just get back to finding a way out of it.
Take your time.
Stinky?
What?
Backup tunnel.
Okay, Stinky. Where's your backup secret tunnel?
What?
You heard me. The backup tunnel.
I don't know anything about a backup tunnel.
Come on, Stinky. Tell us where your backup tunnel is before Max runs out of bullets.
I never run out of bullets.
I told you I don't know anything about a tunnel.
Why do you keep looking over there?
Looking over where?
Well, I can see you're busy.
The game isn't giving me any hints either.
That's nice. Grandpa Stinky finally put that autographed photo of us up on his... Hey, you tore us out of the picture.
Of course I did. I just wanted a picture of your sweet, sweet car.
Fudge cycle? Fudge sickle?
Soup's up!
No, don't think so. These
Barrels?
weapons would make great door jams, or weapons if they weren't bolted to the floor.
Uh-huh. Well, I got another bowl of fudge or peanut butter.
Individually wrapped balls of peanut butter for the kindergartner on the go who hasn't got time for the complexities of a PBJ.
Take out. Eat. Take out fudgicide. What is?
It's a rich, chocolatey. I just can't resist those fudgy freezes.
Did you see the way that one fell?
Yeah, that didn't help in the slightest. I'm gonna look it up because the name of this one is, well, it's episode 4 anyway. Episode 4, Sam and Max, Devil's Playhouse.
Ye infernal beastie!
Yeah, there's a guide.
Anyone got some darts? I want to try something. You know,
Yeah,
for a
turn on the
horrific
radio and
siege, I
Skincape
find
will
myself
freak out and
curiously
leave you
at
with that
peace.
toy of power. What was that he said? Wasn't paying attention. Yeah, the fudge sickle from the freezer. It seems that I should be able to open it by just using the freezer, but nothing happens. By using the toaster, I mean. Can't explain the reason why it doesn't work. It's supposed to be exactly what I'm doing. I'm gonna reload it, maybe. Maybe it's in a glitch state right now that makes it unable for me to... Why is that thing in the way? Hey, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, okay, there we go.
Back, ye infernal beastie!
Nothing happens. I don't know, the guide says that this is what I have to do.
Try something.
I was supposed to use the toaster right after getting rid of the hand.
Soup's on!
Make toast? Or do I need to put something else in the toaster? Maybe I missed a step.
Come on, you flabby kids. Come get a whiff of what the stink is cooking. Back, ye infernal beastie!
Apparently now she will give me the method if I read up her mind again, after having asked her twice about it.
What?
Okay.
What?
Okay, she'll deny it. I may have missed this important step.
Come on, Stinky. Why do you keep looking? Well, I can see.
Hey, good.
Yeah, if there's more to it than activating the toaster, that may be why I couldn't figure it out.
I don't know how Blah Blah and Buzz Buzz found out about my backup tunnel, but they'll never figure out that setting the toaster to incinerate.
That was not a glitch then. Okay, it was my bad.
Snarky, lazy onion.
Toys, 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 toys.
Anyone got some darts? I'm gonna try
Okay,
something.
incinerate. It was under the jukebox.
Name of Betty Crocker's Knickers. And
Betty
put it
Crocker's
into the
Knickers.
diner.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I've had just about all I can stand, you indolent waste of DNA.
Say, you two wouldn't mind holding the fort while we go check out Stinky's secret passage, would you?
Indolent? Who do you think keeps this diner afloat, old man?
Great, thanks. I sure hope the Stinkies are able to work out their issues.
Not me. Watching them argue is like dinner theater, only without the...
Sweet mother of Watson and Crick gallivanting with Rosalind Franklin on a spiral staircase.
Okay. It's a cutscene. I'm not in control.
Max?
Yeah?
I think we found the source of the Simulacra.
Doppelgangers.
Whatever.
Clone complete.
What the heck is Girl Stinky doing down here?
Wait, what?
Toys, toys, toys.
Wait, are the subtitles gone again?
Toys.
That's strange.
I know. Okay, I'm in control now. What's this?
There's probably a way to make this microphone work for us, but how?
Wait, Mama Bosco is on the screen.
Is that a coffee mug?
Yes, and unless my rarely utilized razor-sharp senses are wrong, it's full of herbal tea.
Ugh, what kind of laid-back monster sips soothing tea from faraway places while commanding armies of Sam clones?
Monica. Sorry. Joking.
I wonder what that glowing hand does.
You have what you want. Now give them the air.
Well, back, I guess. I'm at a loss.
Max, look. Bosco Tech Clone Pod. This clone pod was manufactured by Mama Bosco.
Scared me for a second.
Should have guessed by the hot pants they're wearing. Mama sure does love a nicely turned Sam Gam.
If Mama Bosco's the one controlling these clones, she's got a lot of explaining to do.
Check out status display.
Cloning facility status.
Huh. You'd think a multi-bazillion-dollar facility like this could afford something a little snazzier than a chintzy scrolly sign.
Kitchenettes. I wasn't looking, so the Monica was a jump scare. Well, they were asking what kind of monster does cloning all day while sitting and sipping tea or something. What was the
It's an evil coffee mug filled with evil hot tea.
Well, they won't say the same phrase anymore, so without the context, obviously, it's not funny.
Property of Hoover Dam.
The ghost of J. Edgar Hoover is raising an unholy army of sexually provocative Sam clones!
I would have chosen Max clones. Way more funny.
Clone cooker DNA input receptacle.
Whoa! Yikes!
Looks like our mysterious clone master doesn't want anyone messing with their cloning recipe.
Way cuter. What's that? Several tunnels?
Check it out, Max. Cart tracks.
Maybe there's gold at the end of this tunnel, or rare deposits of Can't-Getium.
Can't-Getium.
Strange little imp, Max.
Can't-Getium, huh?
Are we there yet? We've been walking for nearly a decameter.
I love your wacky made-up units of measurement, Max. Wait a minute. There's a light up ahead.
The heck?
Bosco Tech?
Shh. Something weird is going on.
Weird by our standards or everyone else's?
Mr. Molman, please concentrate. Without your assistance, we'll never be able to contact Dr. Mama Bosco.
No, we won't. You don't know what you're doing.
Bang gong to begin seance. Yeah, this is the Bosco Tech Lab.
Whee!
Open impenetrable door.
Hey, Max, look. Mama Bosco changed her number.
In the last 24 hours? Huh, being dead must be making her paranoid.
What's the deal with this impenetrable blast door?
We thought it prudent to seal up Mama Bosco's lab until the crisis passes, sirs.
Yeah, I want to talk to Agent Superball. And why is the music gone, by the way?
Superball!
Mr. President, you're alive. I'm overjoyed.
I can tell.
Yeah, you sound overjoyed.
What happened to Mama Bosco?
I'm not certain, sirs. I came here to investigate reports of illegal cloning activity, only to find Dr. Mama Bosco missing. I'm conducting a seance to bring her in for questioning.
A seance? That's not exactly in your bailiwick now, is it?
Okay, I'm just gonna stand right over here until I can shake off the memory of you saying bailiwick.
Yeah, me
You're
too.
sadly correct, sir. As a medium, I'm more of an extra small, but it's desperately
He had a funny
important
song in the
that we
first
missing
game,
Dr.
too.
Mama Bosco.
Why?
I would think it's obvious, sir. The Sam clones. Her hands are all over them.
Ew.
Figuratively, sir.
I don't know if you were there when I was streaming the first season. If you want to look it up later, the song titled War from Sam & Max Season 1, that's hilarious.
Are you going to take another shot at summoning Dr. Mama Bosco?
Actually, sirs, I was thinking of leaving it to someone who specializes in weirdness.
Larry King is here?
I think he was talking about us.
Oh.
The song is from the episode where Max becomes the President of the United States.
What are you doing here?
Yeah, why aren't you back at the White House keeping that backstabbing Secretary of Health and Human Services away from my Cuban cigars?
I'm here to investigate the rampaging Sam clones and their possible connection to the so-called Devil's Toy Box, sirs.
What a coinkydink! So are we!
Yes, sirs. Quite the coinkydink.
Quite the coinkydink.
Do you know anything about these simulacra?
Doppelgangers!
According to the authorities, they're fanning out across the city in search of the remaining toys of power.
Remaining?
Yes, sirs. In the aftermath of the Salmon Mock incident, our crypto scientists estimate that there are only a few hundred TOPs extant, and they're scattered throughout the city.
Hey, if you're here and I'm here, who's running the country right now?
I've taken the liberty of installing an amusing bobblehead figurine in the Oval Office. No one seems to have noticed.
I love the idea.
What will happen once the Sam clones gather all the toys?
Nobody knows. A few experts believe that the person who created the clones will use the fully empowered Devil's Toy Box to psychically bring about a golden age of unity and harmony.
That'd be an unexpected twist.
But most of them concur that we'll likely be facing some sort of universal Armageddon scenario in which a horrific beast of unimaginable power reigns over the earth and the living envy the dead.
Donald Trump, yeah, he was a bobhead, wasn't he?
Stay loose, Super Ball.
I always do, sirs.
Or close enough. Just as useless. Ponder gyroscopic dilly bob. Talk to Max.
Hey, little buddy.
That's sizest, Sam.
That's sizest. Like sexist, but about the size.
I'm kind of surprised we haven't run into the devil yet, since it's his toy box that keeps getting us into trouble.
I bet his agent's holding out for more money.
Yeah, and the devil is in Season 2, as I recall, so...
I'm feeling a little lost.
Let's find out who's behind all these doppelgangers.
Doppelgangers?
What should we do now?
Let's find out who's behind all these...
I don't get that. He just keeps repeating the same thing.
Any side effects from your recent debraining and subsequent body napping by a crazed Egyptian tyrant?
Nope. Still lovable and teeming with unexplained psychic powers.
You know, if late-night movies are any indication, your blossoming psychic powers are due to become a threat to all humanity any day now.
Don't be such a worrywart, Sam. If it makes you feel any better, I promise to take you with me when I merge with the Godhead.
I wonder who's behind these simulacrums.
Doppelgangers.
You think it's Stinky?
Even though they came from her secret tunnel, it's hard to believe that Stinky could be behind all these Sams.
You don't think she's evil enough?
Oh, she's got evil in spades. I just can't picture her going through all the effort.
Yeah, that's more like it, yeah.
I wonder who's behind these Sam...
Doppelgangers.
She doesn't sound like the kind that would put in the effort.
Do you think Paperweight's got anything to do with these Sams?
I don't know. Why don't we ask him? With extreme prejudice.
I wonder who's behind...
Doggle.
Skunk Ape?
You don't think Skunk Ape had anything to do with all these Sams, do you?
Well, the whole scantily clad marauders searching for psychic toys thing sure sounds like him.
Yeah.
But where would he have found the time?
Keep it real, little buddy.
That's not really my forte, Sam.
Agent Super Ball, what was that? Device? Large scientific device?
Science!
That was random.
Whee!
I wonder if we'll ever find out what Mama Bosco's dimensional destabilizer does.
It's a device used to coerce a transient resonant integration pattern of the subquantum harmonic vibrational frequencies between this and adjoining dimensional membranes.
I wonder if we'll ever find out what this dimensional destabilizer does.
I hope it makes pie.
Yeah, me too. Or maybe I should try going back the way I came. I mean, I got the phone number now, so if I want to teleport back here, it shouldn't be so hard. Return to the clone chamber. Well, there's still nobody.
Nice kitchenette.
You gotta love a mastermind who keeps the coffee flowing.
Hey, there's someone over there.
Wow.
Ah, no, never mind. I guess it's the machine that collects the clones that come out of, what, hibernation?
By my reckoning, this cavern is deeper than Sean Penn, but shallower than Bono.
Okay. Microphone, coffee mug.
There's probably a way to make this microphone work for us, but how? I wonder what that glowing hand does.
Okay, back. Well, there were more locations to explore anyway. Patchouli smelling tunnel. Stinkies.
I wonder what's down this tunnel.
There's only 5 or 6 ways to find out.
Well, let's take the one that doesn't involve explosives or time travel.
Spoil sport.
Well, here we are, back in the Museum of Mostly Natural History. And look, Paperweight's office. Maybe he can tell us what's going on with all these Sams.
I won't be able to open the door. I need a code, probably.
Yeah, but at least there aren't a bicycle of eldritch tentacles guarding it anymore.
I don't think bicycle is the group word for tentacles, Max.
Just a minute. Wait, you fool. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Oh, it's you.
We've got some questions.
Dr. Norrington and I could not give 3 rotten figs for your questions. We've got important work to do. Good day. But I said good day, sir.
Well, I never. A trash can.
My psychic clue sense is tingling.
You know I can't stand looking at you when you dig through garbage.
No time to indulge your delicate sensibilities, Sam. Look!
What is it?
Hey, I just find the clues. And besides, I seem to have temporarily lost my ability to read.
A disturbing side effect of your psychic abilities?
Nah, I just can't be bothered.
Okay, what do we have here? Oops. Hold on, let me have a look at it.
It's a letter from our old pal Sal, resigning from his job at the museum.
Should a 6-foot-tall cockroach really be putting himself out on the job market in this economy?
Maybe we should ask him. He left a forwarding number.
Sweet!
I can call him now. Okay.
Teleportation.
Sal's new job.
Well, there's Sal.
And a bunch of doppelgangers.
I hope those Sams show more respect for our car than we do.
Well, that was awfully convenient. Sam?
I want my hat. And there's that arcade machine from season 2 as well.
Hey, look, Max. It's our old friend Charlie Hotep.
Get it away! Get it away!
Come on, Max. He'll give you cool ventriloquism powers, just like your great-grandpa Maximus had in olden times.
Fine. I'll do it for the powers. But for the record, I want to make it clear that I find Charlie Hotep, like all ventriloquist dummies, completely creepy and disgusting.
So are you, but you don't see me getting skittish about it.
What, he's not getting... Ah, yeah, okay, there you go. I thought he was not gonna get powers from it for whatever reason. Well, I think I progressed enough through it that I should be able to get through it, through the rest of it tomorrow. Is it saving? Does it save, or... Empty slot? Save game? Okay, there we go. Yeah, okay. So I'll be back tomorrow then. We'll finish this one. And the stream may be a bit shorter, so I can watch the football game tomorrow night. And then we'll finish the game sometime this weekend, then I suppose. Well, on Saturday, normally, if all goes well. Well, you're welcome. Take care of yourself then. Think Panda is gone already. But take it easy then, take care, and you have a good rest of the evening too then, Monica. See you, and hope you have a good night. Bye-bye.